no type of couth about himself, I'm gonna go and boot him down, you know, and let him learn something. That way he can. It's almost like the rankings. Like if we're starting five, right, and we're the first string for a reason on these panels to actually have these conversations. So, not saying that you're not deserving, but you can still be on a panel and listen. I give you case in point, Agent Darkfire. Cajun may not know everything, but he has enough proof about him to just sit there and listen, and he'll chime in on based upon what he knows and how he has pieced the concept of the panel together. Right. So to have a balanced panel, that is really the thing that you want, despite your point of view or anything. Go ahead and speak on Ron Mack. I don't know if you want to get in here. We're just talking about talking the talk means walking the walk on these panels.
Man, I was just listening, man, because everything you were saying was true indeed, for sure, man. We just got to make sure that we constantly, give each other the floor, because you might teach me something.
Salute, Raj will.
So it's amazing, man. I love being on the panels too as well, because I get to voice my opinion, how I feel about certain things, and having it to be where I can answer a question in a way that won't offend anybody, but my point can still get across.
Right. So I probably had to ask, like, what was like, and this is kind of like for giggles per se. So like, what was it like when you first got on your first panel? Were you nervous, like especially on YouTube? Because you were like, I know for me, I was nervous. I'll speak for myself, and I was like, yo, I can't believe I was up here, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was shaking like booty meat, like for real, because it's something totally different when you're passionate and in your mind, in your head, you have the words, but what's coming out your mouth sometimes might be a little bit different, you know. So with that being said, I know the first panel I actually ever got up on, and this is why I got a lot of respect for him, is Israel's panel, and it was. I know Trucker and Cajun was on there. I don't think you were on there, Stan. It wasn't until like the second or third time, but I know I was very nervous. And then, the people don't understand that you don't know how brilliant or how not brilliant some of these people are until they get on these panels. Yeah. Anybody can click and paste a comment and put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But once you go from the chat to the panel, then people are sitting there and like, okay, is it lining up with what he says or what he doing or how he or she moves? And see, that's another thing. So, how did y'all feel when y'all first got on your first panel, man?
I was the same way. I was shaking, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, like booty meat, like cheeks clapping, like, you know what I'm saying? Shaking like a set of keys or some leaves in a tree. You know what I'm saying? I was nervous because for one, I'm an introvert. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I really am. I'm an introvert. I can be in front of crowds, but if I don't have to be, I won't. You know what I'm saying? Or even then, I have to be outside of myself when I'm in front of crowds. You know what I'm saying? But but being on Iz's show helped me get my jitters out, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm always used to being behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? And if I am in front of the camera, it's only to make sure the lighting is right. It's never being filmed because I'm not filmed often. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even though I'm in a lot of things, I'm not, because I'm still. But now I'm getting comfortable. The more I do this, the more comfortable I get. The only reason why I took a break yesterday is because family time is a must. I had, I respect my wife. And she respects what I'm doing. She respects the grind, but she like, I need my time too. And I can't let her get to the point where she's telling me that she need her time. I need to catch her before then. So that's what I did, man. I was like, no, I'm going to go ahead and take off. She was expecting me, and she kind of wanted me to do a show, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, this is us time.
Yeah. My wife asked me too. She was like, what time is your show? I was like, baby, I didn't have a show today. And she just kind of looked at me. She was like, for real? I was like, baby, you need some rest. I need some rest. Let's have some time just together, cell phones away. And the funny thing is even when I was with my lady, I still was getting a text message like, "Yo, you going live?" And I was like, "Yo," it was kind of nostalgic because here you are, you at a point, and somebody's like, "Yo, you going on?" And I was like, "Nah, man, not tonight." But I was like, "Yo, I ain't got but so many people, but they want to know if I'm going on tonight." Okay, all right. So it lets you know too on the other side, like the work that you're putting in. The sacrifice, it's worth it. Somebody is wanting for you to be there to help them to get through whatever they're going through.
Right.
So,
I'm telling you.
Like I said, that light's clicking on, like you said. Hold on for a second. Let me pick up my man Raj Will. My man Raj Will is in the house, man. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Israel Mills said, hit the Cash App. And salute to Israel Mills. Thank you for the Cash App, man. Trust me, it's going towards back into the business. And shout out to Corey Love for the big, dumb, stupid.
Yeah. I
said crazy flex on his show today, man.
Yeah.
I shot Corey a message. I was like, yo, man, that was funny, but at the same time, that was like, okay, when you got somebody in your chat like that, and shout out to Corey Love, man. My man, of course, Travel One says, interesting, as usual. Thank you very much. And my man, Israel Mills says, yes, sir, 100. Appreciate you, Israel Mills. So when we're talking about like talk the talk and walk the walk, I was hearing y'all talking about respect. And I think respect is okay. Detroit won. Said, be right back. Celebrate my Lions winning right. Okay, go ahead. Salute to the Detroit Lions. Bro. That's what's up. Yeah, I am not mad at you. Oh yeah. So yo. I had to put them up. So I got my $1 million bills from Israel Mills, and he gifted them to my kids and my wife too as well. So that was what's up. Yeah, they haven't seen them yet, Israel, because if I know if anything, what I'm going to do is put them in each of their rooms. You know what I'm saying? But we might do a little something or a little something for you. I'm gonna surprise you. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but we're gonna do a little something, and that might help you out. But I'm all about helping everyone out. And here's another thing. I'm not saying I have gobs of money. I work just like any other man. I put my, as we would say, I put my pants leg on at one leg at a time. Right. But what I will do, one leg at a time, exactly. But what I will do is not support, but do the great business. But at the same time, I'm not going to compromise your price on your product. Whatever you charge is whatever you charge. Whatever you say you're going to do, you're going to do it. And that's based on, your own individual business or whatever. Brian Mack does production, music, stand behind the cameras. Whatever their price is their price. And whatever they can give, they'll give. So I'm not going to sit here and try to manipulate people or gaslight them or even try to make them feel some kind of way in the way that they have to conduct their business. I'm not going to talk no man down on his price. The minute you start talking somebody down on their price, I guarantee you the business is not going to be right, period.
Right.
Yeah. I'd rather tip them. What you charge? Yeah. 125? All right, cool. They go 155.
Yeah, because ultimately, it's still up to me to do business with you. But if I'm locked in with you, let's stay committed to it. And like I said, even if there's room for continuous improvement, have enough patience for them, because sometimes it's a learning experience on their end, and we got to be able to hear people out. Now, somebody out here just doing some, for lack of a better word, some straight up nigga-ish. Right. You cut your ties and do what you got to do. But I just wanted to make that. Israel said, okay, can't wait to see it. And Stanley D. Rock. Okay, gotcha. Appreciate that, Israel. So, Yeah, where talking the talk meets walk the walk. I know, considering Stan and V Magic has always been in the military, that goes hand in hand. You have to be like, I guess in the military. When did you know it was like that was like a moniker or a motto that you had to live by, like period? Because in the military, I know you don't.
Basic training. Yep.
Unlike these YouTube streets, you can't fake being a soldier. You got to either do it or you're not a soldier. You either gonna put that rucksack on your back and you're gonna do these 12 miles,
right?
Or you're not a soldier.
Or
you're gonna wake up and do formation every morning, or you're not a soldier. Either way, you're gonna have to do the soldier things to be a soldier. See, the problem in these YouTube streets, people get to put on a facade. That's why no offense to nobody. I tell Israel every time, nobody on these YouTube streets is in charge of my destiny. Thanks. I am who I am, and ain't none of y'all gonna sway what I got going on.
Thanks.
So that's why I can get on YouTube and I could just be myself. I could show my house. I could show my family. I could kiss my wife. I could speak the way I speak in front of my wife. I don't have to hide nothing. Yep. I am who I am, and I'm always be who I am. And the problem is, just like today, old boy tried to tell me who I was. He don't know me. He don't know the certifications I got. He don't know the work that I have to do. He don't know that I do martial arts 4 to 5 times a week, that I actually got combative fucking trophies from the military. My hands are my hands.
They registered, bro. You can't just be fighting nobody.
Yeah, I can't. There's certain things.
I know.
I am who I am, but you trying to tell me who I am. Right. I'll come see you. Okay, that might not be something you might want to do.
Well, I mean, you can come see me, but you might not see nothing else after that. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. People be on these YouTube streets playing, man. Like, if you know me, then you also know I'll choke the life out you. So leave me alone. Like, stop playing with people like that.
Yeah, just but it's because, love, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it is love, but people be love.
I don't have no ill will.
One person at a time. One person at a time. Go ahead. One person at a time. Go ahead.
Love.
I was trying to hear. Yeah. This is love.
Yeah, love, man. We got to make sure.
I had no idea, man.
Love, even if they do wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know B Magic was karate chopping folks, man. That's what's up.
You can tell B Magic got on a great shirt.
I get the clicking and clacking.
You can tell he was military.
Yeah, I get the clicking and clacking.
I'm gonna be real. I only get dressed up when I go out. Most of the time, I'm in a basic T-shirt, some shorts, and some jeans, and that's it. I grew out of that whole like I gotta have on fresh gear every day, all day. For what reason? I start to think to the point. To what reason? I don't have a reason to do that, but I do have a wardrobe. I do got a closet. But the point I'm trying to make is on these YouTube streets, people are putting on a strong facade. But when you get called out on it, they can't show you nothing. They will never be able to show any receipts of anything. They don't have the certifications. They don't have the lifestyle. They're not really moving the way they're supposed to be moving. But they want to talk on some man stuff, and they want to talk on principle, and they want to talk on a foundational basis, but they all jacked up. Majority. I'm talking about majority of the people in these YouTube streets.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, and let's push it a little further. Technically, they have not been tried in that magnitude to prove themselves. Like they'll go based upon talking points, but when you're looking at real life anecdotal experience, like, hey, I fell flat on my ass. Here's the scar to prove it. I got this from not doing this or doing this, or I did this and this is what happened. They don't have no actual scars. Like, perfect example. When we used to go through the hood, how many of y'all done scraped up your knee falling off the bike? Like all of us, right? Like everybody has done that I know of coming up. I mean, I done broke my collarbone from jumping a ramp. So I have the real life anecdotal experience. I mean, I was at 8 years old, but my thing is, you have new age, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this: these Betty Crocker new age Negroes that are looking to talk upon the scars that we've had as if they've had them and have gone through them. Mm-hmm. And that's real scary. That's real cringing, because it's almost like it's a flex for something that you've gone through or that you claim that you've gone through, and you have no real life experience in it. But here's one thing: when you go through that bruise or that fall, you operate very cautiously to the point where you don't have that experience happen again. But the way these young guys are, like I said, it was very cringing to hear the gentleman on Iz's panel. And I'm like, yo, do you realize who's in front of you? Who's right beside you? It's crazy. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and let me acknowledge a couple of people in the house. Sure. Travel One says, Travel, where, George? She said, interesting. Where's that one that Travel had? Hold on. Here it is. She says, I like Travel, an independent thinker always and forever, of course. My man Smitty's Corner is here. Matter of fact, Smitty was on the panel too as well. So respect, Smitty. Respect. Yeah, Smitty was cooking. Israel says, I got 100 scars. And shout out to the wife. She's here. She says, good evening to everybody from Travel One to D-Rock Block, Emperor Kojak, Wires Will, B Magic. How's everyone doing? Apologies if I missed anyone. She's upstairs with the kids, so she's listening and everything. So what do y'all think about that? A lot of people on these panels think that they have the scars or the clout, but don't actually have the actions to back up what they're talking.
You want to know what I think?
And how do we differentiate them? Go ahead.
I honestly think that we actually give them too much credit. We give them too much clout. And if you look at it, it's like all publicity is good publicity. So if we, I'm not familiar with some of the guys' panels or the guys that y'all referring to. However, I'm looking at it as like if your audience might want to go see exactly what they stuff talking about, we still giving them views every time and streams, and we still helping them in a way. So I think in order to kill a roach, you have to step on it and destroy it completely. Just don't deal with it, block it out. It doesn't even exist to you no more. Everything that you want to exist is gonna exist.
But Ron, that's the thing though. In these YouTube streets, it don't work like that, because they'll still go somewhere else and they'll grow. That cancer will spread. So I feel like we got to shine a light and say, hey, here's the bad guy. He doing some stupid stuff.
Well,
here you go. Like, this is his name. This is what he looked like. Here you go. He right here. And I think that was what happened. I know you're not familiar with it, but that's what happened on the panel with AD. Like, hold on, now this is some bull. I'm calling it out. Here you go, right here. He doing it, and that's what we have to do, man. Because that's how this thing working. But I say that to say that we still learning. This thing is still pretty much kind of fairly new. It's been around for about a decade or so, but it's still kind of new, and we still trying to feel our way. It says it's a content strategy. You might be right though.
Yeah, content strategy. I always review content creators doing better than you. Just saying, yeah. I mean, you have to look along the lines of your peers. It's like if you're in the NBA, and even though your team is hot, you still have to go ahead and observe the other teams. Like if we rocking on the East Coast, or, whatever, we still got to look at the West Coast and see who's hot, see who's whether they're doing, whether they're a good team or a bad team, right? Just to get the temperature. So definitely a good.
I was just about to say, pull that back. This should be a quote, y'all. This right here should be a quote for real.
I got a tad bit pushback on that though.
I like that,
because my pushback is I always review content creators that's doing better than you. But once I see, like, I it was a time that I thought Anton was doing better than me. until he embarrassed his wife, something that I'll never do. So I don't feel like he's better than me at that point. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I honestly do. Like, I don't care how much money you get. I don't care, because once, if you start doing certain things in your relationship, okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna bring it to where we can all understand. I personally,
shout out to Carmel Drip. Good to see you.
Yep, shout out. I'm personally, just as far as when it comes to disappointment, I'm disappointed in Will Smith. Like, his whole image is different to me in the fact, in the sense that I don't look at him. I can't look at him as the action hero no more. I can't look at him as certain things. No matter how much money he got, no matter how much he's accomplished, no matter how many albums I done listened to since parents just don't understand the fact that the woman that you chose to be your queen was able, ready, and willing to have sexual relations with somebody your child age. That's just like, bro, you can't tell me nothing. Nothing. Because I know that won't never happen to me. Like, not the situation. I ain't gonna say it won't never happen to me, but bro, are you kidding me? Because even if it did happen to me, it ain't happened to me with millions of dollars. It didn't happen to me with over 100 movies under my belt, box office. Like, come on, man. Like, no. So it goes to your point. You got to walk the walk if you're gonna talk the talk.
And they not walking the walk, right?
No, right. Like people don't even understand. Will Smith ain't even marketable the same that he was 5 years ago. He's not even marketable because people look at him like, I can't take you seriously. Because in the industry, y'all, people will. That's why I say a lot of these marriages are arranged for the simple fact you need to have a certain look to cross that threshold. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to want to hear certain things from a single man, but for so long. But now when they see this man is a married man, he's a family man, his reach goes to other audiences. And I'm not trying to be long. I'm trying to wrap this up in a small 2-minute thing. But I'm saying once you've painted that picture and put yourself in that box, like, you can't waver. Because now people are looking at you like you ain't standing on what you said or what you told us or what you showed us. And that's why I know in these YouTube streets, you got to move a certain type of way. And it transfers into life. And life, man, we got to move a certain type of way.
So it's a lot of people that get on these panels. And I start to see that, like the brother JD was saying, they have no experience with nothing, but they got so much stuff to say. Should we even entertain these people who are building a powerful platform, but you can clearly see they have no attributes and no experience behind it? Some of these cats look like they still live at home with their mama. They play video games all day, but because they have a certain type of personality and they can connect with the other D-to-Ds, you know what I'm saying? They grow. It's crazy to me. But when somebody as myself or somebody as Stan or somebody as Trucker or somebody as you, Ron, or somebody as JD, any of these other brothers who got something going on, we make a point and then they want to all hop on us and be like, oh, you just this, or you a lame, or you a simp for your wife. And they want to attack us. But we the ones that's actually moving the needle. We the ones actually got stuff going on and we rocking out and we can clearly show receipts. We can clearly establish our history on this planet.
Yeah.
I got a whole DD-214 that I retired with. I got NCOERs, my sergeant's reports that I did constantly that said that I did this, I did that, I did this. And now I work for a county where I'm a water maintenance tech. The county don't get water unless I actually do the maintenance and I actually make sure the water is good to go. That takes a level of math, that takes a level of science, that takes a level of chemistry, that takes a level of ingenuity, because sometimes we don't even have the tools or the parts to fix stuff, and we just got to come up with stuff on the fly, just to jimmy rig some stuff, so y'all can have water constantly.
All right.
So, but I get attacked or Stan get attacked, not knowing our background. That's another thing. Everybody want to attack people without actually knowing anybody.
Yeah, sincerely knowing somebody, like authentically, like off the record. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, I love rocking out with the fellas on the panel, but like when you get that one-on-one interaction, you get more of a feel for the person. So that leads on to what we were saying about like the respect for someone. Like once you not and it doesn't have to be a deep dive. Let's face it. It could just be like, okay, you moving this way. Okay, you work like Stan works in film. Okay, that's what's up, man. I got such and such that I need help with. You think you can point me to somebody? You know, just a friendly reference point. You know, or like I never forget when this how Stan and I kind of clicked, because Stan was talking about how he got his house. And he mentioned like the price and everything. And I chimed in on it. I was like, yo, man, I work in reverse mortgages, man. What you got is a sweet deal. And I told him, I was like, yo, pay it off as soon as you can. Because trust me, the sooner you pay it off, bruh, it could work like gold for you.
It's gonna make money for you.
It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be $500K, you know, with an egregious amount of square footage. It could just be within your due means. And let's be real, if it was somebody else, then they'd be like, well, why it got to be that house, man? You should have been doing this, that, and the other. And you like, people are already shitting on you for your accomplishments, like you said, B Magic, and they don't even know the prerequisite. They haven't even really like just seen like how you survived, how you struggled, what you went through, how did you get things together. They didn't see that part, but they want to judge you on your accomplishments right now at this moment and act like it ain't enough. But like you said, they're at home in their basement with their mama, you know, playing PS5 and popping mollies like it ain't nothing. You know, whatever they do. You know, and that's where the disrespect, the unmitigated gall comes in. You know, that's where the foolishness comes in. You know, I wish we had Corey Love here. That's a Corey Love plug right there. Shout out to him.
And I don't never throw blows back either. I just let them rock out, because like I said, they have no ability to change what I got going on. I'm gonna let you say what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna continue to be who I am, and you're gonna wish that you can be on my level. But you don't want to listen. You want to be hard-headed. You don't want to take no advice. You don't want to put in the effort. You don't want to put in the work, the fortitude, or anything else. You don't want to change. I'm gonna let you rock out. Let you rock out. You can have the strongest platform in the world, and like Stanley said, you ain't doing better than me.
Period.
I don't care.
And I mean, I'm gonna segue to another thing. This in so many ways segue to Corey Love last night, what he went through. And I'm not gonna bring up that individual that was doing that stuff in his chat room, in the chat, but it's the exact same thing. Number one, it's funny how people pocket watch, number one, especially in YouTube, because they want to see what you're doing, and they want you to give up your ID or identification of how you rock, and then they want to sit there and pass judgment. But they have not unfolded what they do, like genuinely. And there's a way where you can generally say what you're doing and how you move, but without going into specifics, and still protecting the integrity of what you do, even in your family. And these guys don't understand that. They want a full flex. They want to see you flex fully in front of them.
I'm straight.
It's almost like it's almost like like you get interviewed by Felice Johnson, if that makes any sense, in terms of the belittlement that's going to come behind the backlash. That's what it's like. You don't think you cute? You know, like what, nigga?
Hell no, I don't think I'm cute. You don't think you finna get your ass whooped for saying something like that to me? Oh, my bad. My bad. I felt like somebody said that to me for real.
I had a flashback, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
We are the men that carve the world, and it's just two different type of people on this planet all the time when it comes to men. You got men that's gonna carve the world, and you got men that's gonna watch the other men do it.
Yeah.
I take it back to Dr. Dre's The Chronic album when Bushwick Bill said what he said. Like, seriously, you know, there are two types of people in the world: those that watch things happen, and those things that make things happen.
Right.
And like I keep telling everybody, I said the common man, the man that's like us, that have, you know, we might have, you know, 4 or 5 different business entities that we're working at, and at the same time coming in here to give knowledge. But we're going to be the ones that's going to really like set the tone within a few, you know. And granted, we may not have an egregious amount of money, but guess what? We have the knowledge that we can help apply to the situations, no matter where it is, whether if it's going to go down tomorrow, like Uncle Jeff said, whether the aliens come, the big unplug, or whatever. We're the ones, we got enough sense. Hey, like I said, I know how to put a seed in the ground and start growing it. You know, I know how to get out there and fish, you know. And true indeed, thank God we got wives that understand that. And
know how to hunt too.
And can compliment that. Yeah. Right. So
he said know how to hunt too.
You know, if this yeah. So let me go ahead and get to a little bit of business. So hold on for a second, y'all. I gotta let my little man talk. Y'all know who I am. I'm always got to go ahead and go ahead. Tell him, little man. That's right. I gotta like and subscribe. Yeah,
subscribe, man.
Click that like button.
Yeah.
Click that like button. You hear?
Hey, JD.
Get him, man.
JD, it should. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I was just gonna say, it should be a way for you to get like a template that says like and subscribe, and it's just clicking it, but you'll have your little man track underneath it. So when you play it, you can play it as a video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and work on that.
Yeah,
I got some stuff I got to work on.
Because you can even do it.
One.
Right. You can do it in Canva, and you can animate it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I know I talked to y'all last week. I haven't gotten Canva like I want to. So that's one of my. As soon as I get some time, bro, trust me, I will definitely do that. But y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. I've been getting. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, just looking at the algorithm within YouTube, and I know this is kind of off subject, but I'm getting a lot more people on the replay because some people go to sleep a little earlier, you know, or they check it out. Like my man Troll with a Soul, shout out to Troll with a Soul. You know, he always comments in, but he's, you know, he got to go to bed early because he got to be at work at 4:30 in the morning. So shout out to Troll with a Soul. I appreciate the shout outs and everything. And just like anybody else, man, like and subscribe at all times. So what the wife say? Israel said the cash rap Stanley be on one, according to Carmel Drip. Hey, Stanley ain't on one. Stanley just the daggone D-Rock, MF, and True.
Right.
No more locked doors.
No more locked doors, Holmes. No more locked doors.
Gracie, Israel Mills, our first playoff win in 32 years. What? 32 years? Detroit Proper since 57. I ain't know it that long. Woo. Wow. But shout out to the Lions, man. They definitely needed it, man. Definitely need that, man. Salute to the Lions. White said, like Chris Rock said in his special, folks will rather show their behind than to work hard. Same thing in YouTube. Those who take the easy route get the views and attention. You're right, baby. Look for that.
Unfortunately.
All money ain't good money.
Yep. But that tide is about to shift, though, JD. That tide is about to shift, bro.
Oh, yeah. It's shifting. Salute the world, JD. Go to Google at JD 1975. All right. You want me to look at it now? And she says, Canva is a blessing. I have been churning out videos, reels, and flyers. Okay. Caramel Drip, thank you for that. Caramel Drip, I pray that you keep feeling better too as well. I know Israel was a little concerned about you. Yeah, Israel, she got you beat, but I ain't gonna lie. You know, it's just Caramel, I appreciate you coming in, and you do a lot for everybody. So definitely appreciate you. And everything. No, for subscription button. Okay, for a subscription button. Okay, gotcha. For a subscribe button, appreciate that. Yo, man, y'all, it's like one big family in here sometimes, just looking at the comments and the chats and everything, man. So if I ain't said it before, fellas, I appreciate y'all, for real. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, man,
so what you were saying, Stan,
I feel
most
like I'm part of a brotherhood
so
with you, Corey, is, and I just want to put that out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, don't forget your brother Ron Mack too, because I mean they're there too as well. And B Magic. I mean, B Magic, you were probably the third person that really had me in tune to Israel's channel, believe it or not. I mean, of course Trucker was gonna be Trucker. Trucker gonna sit there and just go off. And of course Cajun was being Cajun. But like, and shout out to my man. I know everybody don't mention his name, but Moy Freestyle, wherever you at, what you doing, bro?
I miss old Moy,
man. Over here, man.
Right.
I don't know. I think I ran Moy away.
I miss Moy.
Yeah, man.
Oh yes.
Moy said give him the electric chair. I said, this is my dog right here.
Hey, B Magic funny though. B Magic
Moy did not care. Yeah. He said I ran him away.
Hey, no, earlier B Magic funny, bro. B Magic.
I mean, because
he told him, he said, man, I told I told him was, man, he in the glitch, man.
He a glitch in the matrix.
He in the matrix.
He got mad at me.
You know
what I'm saying? He said, I wasn't no real nigga. Nigga, you don't know me, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga.
Yeah, 2 things to the brother. And the brother damn near broke down and
glitched out. Be Magic funny. Nigga, you glitched out. That's all I said to him. You glitched out. Hey,
but
I was laughing like a motherfucker in the kitchen. Man. Oh, I was laughing like a motherfucker.
I literally just said those 2 things, and he got real emotional. I don't know where that came from. Who hurt you? Who hurt you, brother?
Israel said it.
Yeah, he really did.
He the black cat. He the black cat that walked past the door twice. Be Magic.
Hey man, when you tell them ones that glitched out, that's when they
hit a nerve.
They malfunction.
Yeah, he started malfunction.
Yeah. What did you say? Overload.
I think Maury, I got into it with Maury. I wouldn't say got into it, but I had a disagreement with him because he was trying to tell me there's no good women in America. And I'm like, it's too many women in America for you not to say there's no good women. He was like, oh, there's only good women overseas. And I'm like, I understand the sentiment of brothers going overseas to get a wife because they're more traditional that way. But that's not to say you can't find a good woman or a traditionally based woman here in America. America's too large, man. It's a big country.
Be Magic. When somebody say something like that, I think we should all say, all right, y'all, let's give him over in silence for this brother. That's it. We don't need to speak on it. Just say we need a moment of silence for this moment. Give him 5 seconds. All right. Now back to whatever else we was talking about. Y'all got to do them like that sometimes, bro.
I'm on some truth shit right now. I feel like on a lot of these panels, I be feeling like who hurt these brothers? Like some of this incel type talking where, you know what I'm saying? They got such hatred towards women. I can understand a disdain or a dislike or a bad taste about a certain type of woman, but they be making it seem like all women is jacked up or majority of women is jacked up. Now.
But you hear what I tell them. I said that's a defeated mindset, bro. I tell them. quick.
And
bro, you defeated.
You in charge of finding you a good woman. Ain't nobody else in charge of you finding you a good woman except for you. Ain't no good woman just gonna fall into your lap. Go conquer some shit.
Right. Bro.
Yeah.
And that's, man, look. Yeah. Oh, man, be mad. That was a bomb, bro. Because that's the same thing on both sides. That's the same thing on both sides. It's broken people trying to find somebody to fix them and find somebody that's good. You ain't good. So you can't find good people. Your good people picker is broken.
Right.
You ain't moving according to how you should be moving. So what you think is gonna fall into your lap is gonna be around. If that's all you around, that's what you're gonna be around.
I'm telling you. Real talk, bro.
What missionary women you know? What women you know that go to the fresh food market on a constant basis? What women you know? Come on now. Who you know that's crocheting fucking quilts? I don't want to talk about it when there's women out here doing these things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's a big part that's missing too, and this is why I'm telling my story. I'm gonna do a part 2 on how I met my wife, because I don't think people really gonna understand the gist of it. I'm telling you how I met my wife, because if I would have met her at any other time in my life, it wouldn't have worked out.
Right. Exactly.
It just wouldn't have worked out.
That's bars right there,
bro. Because when she said that she stayed in Atlanta for a while, and it was like, wow, I was in Atlanta during that time too. I probably did see you. But when I really think about it, if I would have met you in Atlanta, it would not work. It would have been another 2 or 3 week thing. Then she's like, I was in your hometown for a while or whatever. And I'm like, if you would have met me then, it wouldn't have worked either, because I was with my old lady at the time. So you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times people don't have their times aligned. You might not be in the right mental headspace, or you might not even be available. She might not be in the right mental headspace. She might not be available. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think we overlook it. Yeah. And I rather look at it like that than to be like, oh no, all women ain't this, or all women ain't that. First of all, I don't know all women. Right. And in meeting women after being married to a woman now, I can see that no, there are a lot of good women out here. You know what I'm saying? But I can't marry them all. I'm a one woman man. You know what I'm saying? But it is. I'm like, I hope y'all find somebody, because y'all are decent women. Yeah. So
and that's what I'm saying. They're not perfect, but they decent and they good. They good individuals. They ain't perfect. They got their flaws, but so do these cats. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Yeah.
It was only one perfect person.
Shout out to IB Wody. Yeah. Yeah.
And you see how they treated him.
Peace, JD, in the check. Yeah. You know. And that's a whole nother can of worms right there.
Right.
And wish he was here.
Right.
Wish he was here right now to correct the wrongs. You know. Yeah. So Caramel Dripping, and of course Israel Mills. Israel Mills, you look every look at someone and think to yourself, man, you're a hater, huh? Oh Lord, Israel, and they're going at it. So wife says the traditional woman and family are being attacked at every turn. Men too. Yes. Baby, also don't forget the children. The children. I mean, even though the family are a part of it, but really the first thing is the children. I mean, men and women too as well. But in terms of the traditional set, yeah, you are absolutely right.
Yep. She said family, so that's what it is.
Yeah, JD. If they attack the woman, it won't be no children.
Yeah. You're right, bro.
That's why it's our job to protect our women.
Yeah, at all costs.
Yes. Yeah. But you said something that stood out to me, man. Stan, last week, it's a difference between what'd you say, pedestalizing a woman and making her a priority.
Yeah.
Who said that? Was it you?
I said that. Yeah.
One of y'all said.
I said I don't pedestalize my woman, but she's a priority.
Right.
Prioritize.
Okay.
I second that. I understand exactly what. Yeah, we both alluded. Well, you said it. I alluded to it.
Yeah. You spoke on it. I said it.
Yeah.
It's true, man.
Roadie. So, here we go. Travel one.
Lord.
Women are the prize. Here we go.
Women are not the prize.
Yeah, y'all got a prize.
Y'all got a prize.
Guys, listen. We got to start saying, let's have a moment of silence for that sister. That's all. That's it. And then we're gonna leave it alone.
So we're doing a moment of silence.
Yeah, we're gonna moment of silence. We ain't gonna speak on them. We're not gonna speak on them. We're gonna moment of silence them. That's it.
Yep.
That's how we kill them.
Like I say, I can't speak for all women because some women got some stuff that you don't need to go nowhere near. But for the most part, women do have something that we trying to unwrap and unbox and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But prize, I wouldn't necessarily say because once we find the value outside of that, then you become something. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Yeah. So the wife said, y'all hear about the Satanic Temple giving abortions in some states. They will give instructions on how to perform the ritual, or they will present during the abortion to perform it.
That's crazy.
Yo, man, the enemy is real out here.
Right.
They say we wrestle against principalities and high wicked places. That's proof right there.
Can I go deep on y'all for a second?
Yeah.
It's always been that way.
Go ahead.
The reason why baby deletions are so much of an atrocity is because, and this goes back to the point about y'all have something that is a gift. What y'all call, I'm going to say the box, for lack of a better word, that's actually a portal. Y'all do know that, right? That's a portal. That's because that's where you get your flesh, your fleshly suit that you're going to experience this life in. You get it through that portal. So the fact that they have the technology to go in there and rip that from and stop that from even being in existence, that's a lot of power being thrown away.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's deep. That's pretty deep.
Man, we need Uncle Jeff to elaborate on that because I know Uncle Jeff will go crazy on that statement. But that's really, I mean, if you think about it from a physical sense, right? Because my mother-in-law said this, and I'm just giving y'all a little bit of context. So we were pregnant with twins, right?
Right.
My mother-in-law knew we were pregnant with twins before my wife got pregnant. Okay. She knew that we were pregnant, but she knew we were pregnant with twins. We lost one, okay, in the first trimester.
Sorry to hear that.
But we actually spiritually figured some things out, of course, after the fact, after my daughter was here.
Right.
So that portal, and my mother-in-law said, well, you know what? Anaya was up there talking to the ancestors, and she got word of what her assignment was. And now she's here. She's living for two now instead of just one by herself. That's why she's this way. So, that gave a whole lot of context to what my mother-in-law was saying, as well as my godmother. And I used to say this, and no disrespect to anybody that goes to church or any type of religious setting. Right. But there are people out there that speak spirit. I've always said this. There are people out there that speak spirit. And when you're talking about speaking spirit, everybody does not have that gift. Now, you may have some pastors and some people that are in prestigious positions. They don't speak spirit because that's not their gift, number one. Right. This type of conversation, you're not going to see it in a pulpit. Right. But they may have some very little conversation about it, because when you're talking about a gate or a portal, then they're going to elaborate on other things that they think that you should not be talking about. That's dead on, man. That's dead on, Stan. Appreciate it, bro.
Let me add something to that. When you talking about that language right there, the original language, babies, that's what babies talk, bro. Look it up. If y'all don't believe me, Google it. Google what is baby's language? It's the original language. They actually speaking in Hebrew. from you know what I'm saying, and like this is documented, and we teach it out of them when we teach them to speak English. But that's why you see babies talking, and you be like, who are they talking to? Don't even worry about that because you don't even understand. You ain't even meant to understand. Because really, if you did understand, it'll scare you to death. But yes, I got a picture.
A step further.
All right, but let me get this off real quick. I got a picture of.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Of my wife's mom holding our newborn. Just took the picture or whatever. Didn't even think about it. It wasn't until about a week ago I seen this thing that said, or I read this video that said she's on her way to the astral plane or the ancestral plane. She's on her way to it. The newborn baby just left from there. So for them to have, so for them to have, and so that's why they said the connection between a grandparent and a grandchild is you can't even fathom it. Because one is on their way out and one is on their way in. Right. So, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, man, this hit me. It hits me so much differently and deeper. That's why I have a certain level of respect for humanity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This Go ahead, B Magic. I see you turning, bro.
I never thought about that, the AKA the box, you know what I'm saying, being a portal. But when you think about it, the perception and the understanding of time is only a human aspect. Other species, they understand life and they understand death, but they can't identify with time. They don't understand past, they don't understand the present, and they don't understand future. By deleting babies, that is taking away the future. So the box is a portal into the future.
Of course it is.
That's pretty deep. I see where you went with this. I see where you went. That's why they want to delete the babies, because they're trying to delete humanity.
They're trying to delete that. They're trying to not have that connection. Yes, exactly.
They're trying to take away the
future.
Bro.
So the box is a portal of the future. We can't have the future without humanity through babies.
Exactly.
I see where you went with this, Stan. I see. I think I got that connection now. That's deep,
bro. Because even for those that do believe in the Bible, God didn't command Adam to fill up the earth until after he had a wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You needed the portal. You needed the portal to fill up the earth.
You needed a portal, and that's why it's so important. Why they say don't have children until after marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because and the reason why I say this, and the reason why I know this, and this is not just something that I'm saying, because when I look at my daughter, I do this with all my children, but my daughter specifically, and it's like, wow, I could see me in you, I could see your mom in you, but I also see you in you. But it took for me to plant that seed into this woman who is the fertile ground for you to even be here. And that's why I understand why he called us little gods, because in that interaction, we becoming gods in the sense that we just brought something forth to life. We just put something here into life. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's why I look at it differently. That's why that's what was able for me to get out of that mindset of you're not just going around smashing chicks. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say sex is marriage, because you're linking yourself. It's deeper, it's deeper, it's deeper. You can't just be going out here doing this. That's what helped me get to that point, bro.
Right. Exactly. Dang, boom, boy.
You know, open my eyes to something, Stan. That's crazy.
Show them. That's what I'm here for, bro.
You just blew my mind when you said that. So I give you case in point to give you more of context, even more. So my niece, my brother-in-law's mother passed. I want to say about 6 or 7 months before she was born. Okay. In that passing, my mom said this, and people spoke life into my sister about the passing of her mother-in-law, and then the coming of my niece. And one of them said, they had a real life conversation before your niece got here. they were having a conversation, an exchange of energy. They were having instructions given to them on this side before they go, like you said, before they go through that portal.
Right.
And I had to think about that too, because even when I had my daughter, I know for a fact, and I can't prove it here within the flesh on this side, but I know for a fact my daughter and my mother, who passed away a couple of years before she was born, they had an exchange and conversation because I had a series of dreams before my daughter got here. Now I couldn't tell you exactly what it was or what was said, but I know based upon what I saw within those dreams that there was a connection. But damn, Stan, boy, you just blew my mind. But at the same time, I realized something that I was thinking just to myself. And you know it registered mentally, but you're like, I don't have.
You can't.
I didn't know how to verbally say it. Right, that point too. So and for the people out there, look, this ain't nothing to do with no drugs or nothing like that. This ain't no hallucinogens or nothing like that. This is real talk. This is real spiritual talk, and people are waking up, like you said, and it's time for that awakening to establish itself within the people, especially since we deal with flesh, and we, for lack of a better word, now what we're doing now, we look at that portal as just box. The world is trying to devalue the portal, like you said, and that's crazy. Yo, y'all chime in. Anybody else that want to hit the panel, man?
I'm still thinking about this portal.
Yeah, I mean, because I had dealt with it in real life. It came to life in real life because my daughter, she didn't get to meet one of her grandmothers, and she was like, matter of fact, she met my mom, but she was only there for a little, time. She didn't really meet her. And she, she never, she never met, my wife's mom. But one day she came and told us that she had a conversation with both of these women. And we just looked at each other like, yeah, right. So we were like, so what did she say? And it was something that both of them would have said. And it just, I was over the moon because I'm like, I'm the type that don't believe in them watching over us after we're gone because they got better stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Their assignment, as far as when it comes to this earth, is done. But I had to throw that out the window when I'm like, and we just looked at each other. We had our discussion about it. Like, is she tripping? I'm like, I don't know, but I do know that kids can see stuff that we don't see because. Now that we've been in the Matrix so long, we really think this steak is steak because we think it tastes like steak. You know what I'm saying? We've been indoctrinated already. We've been exposed already. That's why on that movie he said that sometimes it ain't even worth opening people's eyes because they too old. You know what I'm saying? And even when they did open Neo's eyes, he was like, my eyes hurt. And he was like, you never used them before. You know what I'm saying? I see this world for what it is. That's why a lot of this stuff don't affect me. A lot of this stuff don't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it for what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a deeper understanding and respect for what it is.
So it seems like when you're a child, it seems like you don't. The best point of your childhood is when you didn't even pay attention to or even care about time. When time was irrelevant, that's when a lot of things it seemed like it was a different world. It seemed like everything was opened up to you mentally, emotionally, physically.
Magic.
As soon as you started focusing on the distractions that society has put on us as humans, that's when you lost the connection, the energy and the aura of being what probably God truly wanted you to be as a human.
And you know what? You know why?
Your identity.
You know why you're so right about that? Because it is really when you don't become a part of the world. Think about it like this: when you're a child or in your childhood, the world is our oyster. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
But think about it. That's the way God intended for it to be. He did all that work for those 7 days or 6 days and took a break. But he did all that work to prepare this for us. Which goes back to the reason why this is the reason why the devil does the stuff that he does, because he know that God put all of this here just for us. He like, damn, well, I made, you made me too, and you ain't even do all this for me. No, you just don't appreciate what I've done for you. Like they as powerful as the angels are, as revered as the angels are, do y'all understand that their job 24 hours a day is just to praise God? We don't even have to do that. Like, and on top of that, we get to have box, something that no other. I'm telling you, like, for real.
The way you said it, brother.
I'm saying, like a third.
We get to have portal. We get to have portal.
He put mad emphasis on that word.
But look, JD, we get to have access to multiple portals. People don't even get that, and we make that sacrifice to be with one portal. But we get to dibble and dabble into multiple portals. They up there jealous. So that's why they came down here, took human form, or whatever the case may be, and they started, because they did that ultimately to get to have sex with women, bro. Because we got something that don't no other species have. Like, even with the birds and the other animals, they still don't revere or look at, intercourse the way we do.
Yeah.
Especially like if you ever looked into your woman's eyes while y'all doing it, that's a whole different. Y'all in the galaxy. Y'all are actually in heaven at that point. But I digress.
All right, Boomerang.
Let me read. Let me read these chats, man. I'm gonna catch up. So ain't nothing to accept the natural order, which is God, man, woman, children. There's no compromise, no deviation, no negotiation. And that is the ranking. Salute to you, Emperor Kojak. White said, B Magic, did you get it? Saw you clapping over there. Laugh out loud. Shout out to my man, Abby Wody in here, man. I appreciate you, bro. And yeah, thank y'all, everybody, for the condolences and everything. But, we've had, it's been a long road, but at the same time, it's been necessary to bring my wife and I to the point where we are now. So it had to happen. We just didn't understand why it happened. Thank you, Carmel Drip, for praying. She said, I recently prayed that the life coming through my friend would be preserved and the water would stop. Months later, she was pregnant. She later found out her bag was leaking. We remembered my prayer. Okay, that's what's up. Wife was giving thanks. She said, now this goes back to what you were saying. She says, yes, Stanley D. Rock White. That's what my mother always says. They speak Hebrew. She always said
I ain't making it up.
Yeah, and trust me, like my mother-in-law, she'll say something and you be like, okay. You ever had an elder say something to you and you like, okay, either I'm gonna have to dilute it to understand it, or I'm gonna need a couple of days to chew off of this fat because I ain't gonna be able to eat it all at one time. She's one of those type of people. She'll say something so simple till it takes you time to understand exactly what she's saying. Kojak said, deep, yes, indeed, man. Even Travel One, thank you very much for the sympathy and loss. We appreciate you. Wife was checking. He said, yeah, that's true. This probably when Stanley was cooking church, and exactly. Transfer of energy to life. Facts. We had this happen when baby boy JD was about 2 years old. He picked up a picture of my grandmother and said, Grandma. He looked at his late great grandmother as if he knew her. Yep.
Because he did. They met in that plane. Bro. Yeah, well, that's a whole other story. I ain't even gonna get into that. But that's why I say I even understand this matrix to a point where I know that because of the deal, the dumb deal that the devil made with God, saying that I can get them to worship me instead of you, because all I got to do is give them a bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, it's not gonna work on me, because what y'all think is rich ain't, to me, it's not rich. Because I feel like having a wife that loves me, that respects me, and I know her every move without even having to ask her, because she right here. And you know what I'm saying? And I got kids that love me. You know what I'm saying? I work when I feel like it. I don't just work because it's a bill pay. It's a bill due or whatever like that. No, I actually, But the fact that I want to work is the reason why I keep going. But I get up. I don't move to nobody else's music. I make my own schedule. If I work Tuesday, that's because I agreed that I'll do that job on Tuesday. I ain't doing nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, bro, I'm rich. In that sense, I am rich. I don't care. Like, you could take me up to that. You could take me up to that mountaintop the way you did Jesus and offer me all these riches. And I'm like, no, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that's really valuable is what I created.
Facts. Go ahead, facts, man. Yeah, go on, Stanley. So, no, I'm saying, and go ahead. Go ahead,
brother. Go ahead,
looking
brother.
at something.
I was gonna say,
no.
To speak on what Stanley talking about, as I get older, I just think it's a waste of time and energy to focus on all this materialism. It's like, I want abundance of life. I feel like I'm not even living the life that I was meant to live by God. And I'm going to end up passing away without living that life because of all the materialistic things we have here in America, how all the distractions, all the time restraints, all the scheduling, all this, all that. Sometimes I live in Florida and I have yet to have like multiple times where I just walk on the beach with my wife. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The beach ain't nothing but 20 something minutes away.
That's the whole point. Go ahead, JD.
You know what's funny, man? That's like my wife and I, that's like the one thing we always need to do for ourselves, despite all the hard working and everything. We always say this, we just want just a beachfront property, or just being there at the beach and just watching and being deep meditation. And to me, I feel like I've arrived if I do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. I could care less what the world thinks. Like you said, when you start to become sync with your wife to the point where even y'all are finishing each other's sentences, or you're thinking the exact same thing, you're both in sync naturally. It's not nothing forced. I ain't talking about this pretty wedding and all this elaborate stuff, and you don't pay tens of thousands of dollars, and 6 months later you getting a divorce or a separation. I'm talking about like real deal functionality. I'd rather have functionality than the facade. And a lot of people, like I said, this is why I talk. That's why I named this when talk the talk means walk the walk. Because there's a difference when you walk in the walk, because you ain't even got to say nothing. It's already said, it's already established within the spiritual order, natural order, and it comes manifested in the physical order. It doesn't have to be bragged about, because it's already been set forth in the world. So when you see a real deal, like I can touch and grab this relationship and see it in its form, you're going to get so much hate to the point where all you can do is just be quiet, because you being quiet speaks for everything that you've already sacrificed for, everything that you put your family up for. And that's a wonderful thing, man. I'm here to tell you.
But see, JD, that's part of what we did by taking that break yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We didn't confuse our we just knew we had to have that family time. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep that bond strong. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, off this internet, who holding me down? You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate y'all coming through when y'all come through, but the person that's holding me down, regardless whether I get on here or not, I got to make sure she get her time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
And I think that's more stuff what we need to be speaking on. Okay, go ahead, brother. Go ahead and make it. Do your thing.
No. I was just saying time management. Claim it. Yeah, I just happened to see it. Salute. Go ahead. You good?
There's so many aspects that we should be talking on YouTube. If we're gonna have conversations, let's have some real conversations. All this irrelevant talk about this or about that is so irrelevant when we need to be having talks about how we can get couples to these waterfalls, experience these godly features that we need to experience, how we can get families out of these school systems that's detrimental to the structure of our kids, how we can build programs for these kids, and we can actually build these kids up the right way and get they focus and they mindset in line with the natural order of the world. Those are the conversations we need to be having. I'm literally just bought this house and I'm like, fuck this house.
Right.
Fuck this house.
Straight up.
I just want to go and just live life. Fuck this house. Fuck trying to keep up with this and trying to keep up with that and trying to do this and pay for this private school and pay for this tuition and pay for this and pay for that and pay for this and pay for that.
Right.
Pay somebody else to poison your child's brain.
It's crazy.
But even when you say that, that's why I look at a lot of these celebrities the way I do, because at what point is enough money enough money?
Facts. And there'll be some crazy person to say ain't enough money.
Ain't no such thing. First of all, because that's where I want to get to. Like JD said, that's when I really will feel like I've arrived. When I can just open up my front door and look at the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Wife ain't got to do nothing because she ain't got to do nothing that she don't want to do. Period. Mm-hmm. I ain't got to do nothing I don't want to do. And it goes back to the conversation, because what you were saying, we do screw off our lives for 20 or 40 years, depending on how we do it, working a job constantly and not living life. This life is meant to be lived, not worked. And it goes back to what I was saying with the kids. Kids are able to enjoy God's creation in a way that adults can't. And that's why we don't have certain experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not until we get to that point where we can have vacations and things like that, where we get to have that break and stop and enjoy nature and take it all in for what it is. But kids, they whole childhood, that's what they doing. They climbing trees. They know the beauty and the magnificence of a tree at that age. You know what I'm saying? They know the beauty and the magnificence of a creek or a stream or a lake or a pond. You know what I'm saying? We just look at it as obstacles once we become adults, and we lose that connection with God and nature. You know what I'm saying? Because we jump on this hamster wheel and we stay on it until we die. Damn it.
And then you'll be on your deathbed and you'll finally realize I'm dying, but I never lived.
Exactly. Exactly. But see, that's why people look at me crazy when I say it, but I'm like, bro, I'm at the point, I'm so happy at this stage and in this point in my life where I can die tomorrow and I will die a happy man. I know what it meant to be loved and to have love and respect from a woman. My children, you know what I'm saying? I got people that respect me, you know what I'm saying? Places that I go, like, no, I'm somebody. So I can actually tap out right now, and I'll tap out as somebody. And somebody who's God-fearing, first and foremost, at the beginning and the end of the day.
That's the beautiful part about it.
Yeah, so,
man. Stan, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm still going back to how you just blew our mind with that portal comment, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I don't mean I'm still listening to what you just said, but I'm like, I was like, oh my god, this man. I'm gonna be on the replay on this one. You already, like that.
My bad.
I'm definitely gonna be replaying this tomorrow. And be like, yo. Ain't no way in the world, but I mean, it's all good, man.
That's what I'm here for, bro. To drop the gems that I know.
And then to think about that, we it's like we work and we get all this money and we do all this hard work just to go back to a childhood. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to retire to be a child again. Have freedom and no concept of time and to live life. But you could have just did that in the beginning, especially having the opportunities that you got here in America. You just got to prioritize certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, we call it retirement.
Yeah, we call it retirement, but that should just be life. It shouldn't be no retirement.
Exactly. I know, but I'm just saying the you know, that's the word that the world put on it.
Yeah.
So I actually was speaking about that. I think Stan, you chimed in about doing your work versus your job.
Yeah.
And how there's a limitation in your job. I mean, we've all heard, you know, job is just over broke. You know, they give you just enough just to come back, you know, and we all know that. But your work, you can never retire from your work, meaning your purpose, meaning that dream or that purpose that you have to fulfill in your life. And even when you fulfill that purpose or goal for you and you only, you know, you're not looking at other people and trying to dictate, what's up, wife? That's what's up. Salute to your wife, Ron Mac.
That's Nay. Say what's up, everybody. She's so sweet.
Hey, what's happening?
Love that beautiful.
You know, there's a distinct, definitely, man. Salute to her, man. But there's definitely a distinct difference between your work and your job. And people have put the ethic, they put forth the effort that they should be putting in their work towards a job. So when they actually get done with the job, they are burnt out. They don't have any drive in them because they were thinking that this job was their identity. And henceforth, the point where we were saying, you know, you done made it to your deathbed and you realize you haven't lived at all.
Right.
And that is detrimental. I've always heard this too as well. You know, the cemetery is full of dreams that have died.
Yep.
If you ever want to know where somebody's died, where someone's dreams are, look in the cemetery. You know, from unwritten books, from conversations that you could have had, you know, movies, your purpose, you know, art, you know, whatever your goal was, philosophies. You know, a lot of dreams are buried in the ground, man, in a cemetery, and that is like, you know, that right there for me was like, yo, I'll never forget. I heard that from Dr. Miles Monroe, and that just shocked me because I was like, yo, that is like, ooh, that just made me shake my head because you got to have some type of desire to live this life and be better. I always have this 2 words that I learned when I was working in the industry, and it's called continuous improvement. Think about it.
So
if you're living, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I put a link in the private chat. When you get time, can you play it on the panel so the brothers can hear that? It's a short. So it's
yeah. Okay, gotcha. Hold on for a second.
I appreciate these conversations, fellas.
Man, definitely. Same thing here. Hold on, let me get over here. Let me shoot it on this side. That's it. All right, hold on for 1 second. Let me start this over. No.
Surprises me most about humankind is that we get bored of our childhood, rush to grow up, and long to be children again. That we lose our health to make money, and then lose our money to restore our health. That by thinking about the future, we forget the present, such that we live in neither the present nor the future. That we live as if we were never going to die, and die as though we've never lived. A wise person once said,
yeah, that's pretty much what we're talking about to sum it up. Yeah.
that we get bored.
Bars.
I'm gonna go ahead and make sure my wife get this. Man, that's bars right there. Yo,
that almost made me cry.
Cry, yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. It's like
man.
You a child, you want to grow up so fast, but then when you grown, you yearn to be a child again.
You want to.
But see, I get to relive my childhood when I start playing with my kids. That's what people don't understand. That's the cheat code.
Yeah.
I get to be a child. I ain't got to talk like no adult. You know what I'm saying? I can make up words and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me and my daughter just had a whole hour-long debate, and her mama hates it too. But we had a whole hour-long debate about who head is the biggest. Come to find out, I got the biggest head. It's the size of a galaxy times infinity. You know what I'm saying? But it's stuff like that I'm like, this is living. Like, I'd rather have this conversation for an hour than to be on a damn Zoom meeting for an hour talking about anything. How we gonna plan this next play, and how can we get these tickets sold, and this. I don't want to talk about that. I'd rather talk, to my daughter about nothing. You know what I mean? And that's why I said I had to understand that. Yeah, this ain't living, man. This working 24/7 on call, being an engineer at a facility where I'm the only person in my department. That's not living. It was good money.
And you working so somebody else can live.
Exactly. I'm building somebody else's legacy.
Right.
You working, and they at the waterfall with their family. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about put in a 2-week notice, but they'll fire you on the same day before you clock in.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
But then they want to walk you out.
Right.
with unarmed security,
Right.
Oh man, they are crazy.
Like you didn't contribute to the company or whatever,
For the last however long you've been there.
Right.
You feel me? So
working is for the bird, man. I had worked this job.
It has to happen.
It made me not want to ever work again. So I never did after that. And it was a beautiful moment because I was working in a 20 below freezer. Granted, we had freezer suits and all that stuff, driving the forklifts and stuff like that in the freezer, huge warehouse. And but I go outside on break, right? After being in the freezer all day, and then the sun is just so beautiful. Sun is shining, and I'm in I'm in 20 below every day, but it's 80 outside. Man, look, I said I would never work again.
To add to this.
I will never work again after that. Never, ever, ever.
I remember
working at a plant.
Go ahead, brother. Every time I try to talk, you trying to talk. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, we in sync. That's all. We just passionate about it. I'll make sure I pass it on to you. This is not the panel that Israel Mill had. This is a balanced panel. We go share. So to add on to what you said, man, I used to work at a dog food plant.
Oh yeah,
so
I did.
You can imagine the smell, but like I used to have to get on top of the building, and I worked second shift, so of course second shift sunset. And I remember I used to sit there, and on purpose I would go up there at a certain time just to watch the sunset, whether if it was early or not. And man, that was like my peaceful moment. And I never forget when I left that job, I was like, the only thing I missed was just that sunset on the top of the building. Everything else, it was quote unquote good money, benefits, but it was not contributing towards my peace, my goals, the work that I needed to do for myself.
Yes.
So I get where you're coming from. Go ahead, B Magic, man.
I kind of forgot what I was going to say, brother. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot what I was going to say. That's okay.
I got you. But what JD just described was the most valuable or the most important part, or the highlight of his day, should I say. The highlight of his day was actually looking at something that God created. You found you. Go ahead. Nope. Go ahead. Why you got it?
Okay, so I work at the water treatment plant, right? So we work on it's on a big lake where there's a dam and everything, right? That's how we, the water process the water. So many nice days in Florida. I'm seeing everybody else out on that water fishing, having a good time, and it just bothers me. I'm like, man, this is my job, but this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. And that's when it started coming to me. I sat down with my wife and I was like, hey, we don't have to live like this. We don't have to live like this. We could do anything. I've established myself in life. I put in the work. I have the means. We can go and live the life that we want to live. It might not be this keeping up with the Joneses, this, this spectacular life, but we can go anywhere in the world and live a peaceful, natural state of living. We can have that balcony looking out onto the ocean where we can do yoga or whatever you want to do. And we can just sit there, drink tea, talk, have conversations in the morning. Ain't nobody running out the door. Ain't nobody doing this. Ain't nobody doing that on no time schedule. We can do that. So that's what when he was talking about how he was at work in the cold and the freezer, and he look up at the sky and see how beautiful the sky is. I do that every day. I look at that water. I look at them people enjoying their life, and I'm like, I could be doing that. Why am I not doing that? Because I've been programmed to work.
That's no matter how much the military ain't it. Military programs you to be adamant about time frames and schedules and work.
All that. Yeah. But even my grandparents was like that about time. They don't like showing up with nowhere late. It's been programmed in our society to live this way. But then I've been to other countries when I was in the military. Like I was telling JD, they don't live like that. They enjoy aspects of life. They have breaks to go spend time with your family. They give you time off to go do this with your family. They do a lot of things that's family oriented or just life oriented. Certain countries, they give you time off to go work out. Why you on the clock? They be like, hey, why you on the clock? 30 minutes, go work out and then come back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and depending on where you at in the world and what time it is, you stop what you doing and you give praise, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
So
they know they still tied to their creator, and that's what I think was wrong with America, man. We didn't got so far away from our creator. That's why we on a destructive path. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the one thing I used to like about driving trucks.
Yeah.
When I was over the road driving trucks, you get to see life, man, and it's so beautiful.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna read this comment right quick. So Caramel Drip, your assignment is the pull on your calling in this season. Your calling is how you labor together with God to fulfill his purpose. God will see his purpose to an intended end. Bars. Thanks. Appreciate that, Caramel Drip. Definitely needed that.
Caramel Drip just summed up the reason why I'm doing this whole thing. Because it was just put into me to say this. It really was. It was put into me to say this. And I know people might get sidetracked or whatever the case may be about my language. But like I said in my show, I talk like this when I talk to my creator too. Because I'm not cursing at him. He understands where my frustration comes. That's why he reads my heart. Because I might be cursing about some of the stuff that I see in this world. You know what I'm saying? Babies being hurt and stuff like that. So I might curse when I'm praying about that. So I'm still going to be who I am. So if I talk like that to God, then of course I'm going to talk like that to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because he is above me. I understand that. It goes back to what Emperor Kojak was saying. God, man, woman, child. The importance of that dynamic is if you're dealing with a man that don't have respect for God, he's not going to have respect for you. It's a chain of command, like they say in the service. You know what I'm saying? And the woman, if she don't have respect for the man, then how she gonna have respect for the kids? It's a chain of command. It's respect supposed to be in all of those areas or all of those branches. You know what I'm saying? Just like God respected us enough that he even created us in the first place, then gave us this beautiful land, you know what I'm saying, to enjoy and live on.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, he gave us a woman to enjoy this life with, to make kids with. Like all of this stuff that's what I call the circle of life. You know what I'm saying? What he alluded to when he said that God, man, woman, and children.
Right.
Bars.
There is the ranking. There is a ranking. Facts. And it's a ranking for a reason in that order. See, people fail to realize that. And see, like you said, you live here now. They're taking things out of the order, and they're trying to rearrange the order, if that makes any sense. And that's the detriment that you see right now before us. But I always say this. It's funny how even when people want to change the ranking order or how the rank is supposed to work based upon its value, that they do not get the same results as what they think they are going to get. You cannot expect to get the same results as someone that's traditional going by the order. And what happens is that's when you have a whole lot of destruction, foolishness, and for a lack of a better word, just all hell breaking loose around you.
Right. Mm-hmm. But you just said it. Yeah, you just said it, JD. They want to change the order. Anytime you change the order, you just made it chaotic. You just made it chaotic. If you break any link in that chain, you just made it chaotic. They took God out of the schools and everything else. They made the image of man all jacked up. They got the women out here thinking that it's cool to be loose or it's okay to be loose and do whatever you want to do. Women's empower under the umbrella of women's empowerment. They got the kids to where they can choose to be whatever they want to be, regardless of what they were assigned at birth. So it's chaotic all over the place because a lot of that stuff been changed because they starting to affect the order of how stuff have always been.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you speak it, it shall be.
Because these same, it's funny how during the pandemic we were supposed to listen to these same doctors, but we're supposed to listen to the doctors then, but then when you're born and they assign you to something, they were wrong somehow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, since y'all can't get it together, I'm not listening to nothing y'all say. Like, okay, that'll solve that.
Facts.
Because you're not going to confuse me. You're not going to make me Confucius. I'm sorry. You're not going to do it.
Real talk.
Yes. And I was typing out the caramel drip right quick. Yeah, definitely. Good night, caramel drip. We appreciate you. Love y'all. Have a great evening and a productive and prosperous week. Thank you so much, caramel drip. We hear you out here. We definitely hear you. Definitely appreciate you.
She must actually got like a she must be a chef. She must bake or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. I know the only other person I know that does that is Jill's Chocolate Boutique. She does a lot of stuff. If you ever see her around Mac, she posts like a lot of her recipes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I need to.
But I don't know. I
amazing.
don't know. I'm gonna have to look at her page and see.
Yeah.
Shout out to her, man.
I'll take a look at it and check her out. Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I've seen her on my page, so I definitely appreciate Caramel Drip coming through and, just having this conversation because I've never heard this dynamic of conversation on, between a group of brothers like this. And I'm just baffled. So you never know what we're going to talk about here, period. Or what sparks off another conversation off the initial one. And my wife alluded to, she said she would like to see a part. Yeah, she'd like to see a part 2 of the panel of this discussion. So,
oh wow,
I mean, definitely we can brainstorm. Yeah, and we can put some more stuff together, because I'm gonna tell y'all, like, there's been instances, and this goes back to what we're talking about the kids and the grandparents and that connection. There have been, and I can attest to this, and my wife could tell you. I don't think she's gonna come on the panels, but I can contest to this. Like, there were instances where my mom showed up before, like, my mother passed away, but my mom had showed up on wife's dreams and protected my wife. Now, and and up until this time, she never saw or met my mother. So that's a whole different dynamic, because a lot of times when you're talking about the ancestors and what they're still a charge, even though they're not physically here.
Right.
They have a responsibility to make sure that torch is lit, that baton is passed along correctly, and instructions. That's the other part, because you have to have the responsibility and the discipline to carry on what they carry. I mean, just think like what Malcolm and Martin, who passed the torch to them? Somebody had to, because at some point it had to impact them to a point where it was just like, it'll blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? So, and at some point we're going to be responsible for passing the torch to some child. We're going to have this type of discussion, in the spirit realm, before that child goes through that portal. Like Stan was saying, what are we going to say? Maybe this right now, right here, is that actual point to recognize that what we must say to that spirit being that's going to be transported over to this plane.
You want me to tell you how you write, JD? You write for the simple fact that these conversations, these videos, they live on forever. So you never know when the 20-year-old JD Jr. might stumble upon, this, or or the older, just like my kids. Once I'm gone and they might pull up this video, they still got my voice. They still got, some of my thoughts that they can go back to and refer to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be thinking about, because just like that Clip B Magic said, a lot of people are so busy overlooking the present that they miss out on the future.
Right.
And I'm planning for the future so that my children can live in the present, and they ain't got to try to worry about all that.
That's probably why I don't be posting stuff and doing none of that crazy stuff, because I'm always enjoying the moment every time. I don't never pull my phone out to record stuff like that at all. I don't know why I don't do it, but I just don't.
Yeah, I think that that little short should be circulated. People need to listen to that, understand it, and get a deeper meaning, and try to change something, because don't nobody want to be living dead, and that's what a lot of people are doing. They just living dead.
Yeah, that's why they had to show The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about zombies.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to see if I can say that to my videos, to play that like every day. Let me see if I can do that. Hold on.
Let's see if I can get how Iz got a montage of shorts in the beginning before his show start. I'm see if I can get him to put that one in there.
That's what I.
Okay. And I'm trying to work on making more of those too.
Hold on, let me see here. Is this it? This might be it. Nah. Give me a second. Yeah. I'll figure it out, because StreamYard is StreamYard.
Shout out to
but
StreamYard.
I definitely want to add that. Yeah, shout out to StreamYard. I'm gonna learn you. I'm gonna learn you one day, and boy, when I do, I know the world ain't been made in one day, but boy, when I do, I'm gonna be dangerous. Definitely gonna be dangerous. But you know, I'm gonna get online with you and Iz. Matter of fact, we gotta do a meeting
Oh
too as
yeah,
well. So what we do Tuesday?
yeah.
I think Tuesday. So I text Iz and make sure Tuesday is good.
All right.
About the same time, like 7:30 your time, 6:30 my time.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, cool. And I
If I
think B Magic, you were supposed to be in it last
yeah
Sunday if you
yeah,
can
but
be there, because I don't know your
that's what I'm saying.
availability.
Yeah, sometimes I work late. Sometimes I'm with the family. Priorities is priorities, and that's always
I
good.
Most
understand.
definitely. Yeah, we
Oh,
respect
most
that.
definitely, most
But if
definitely.
I can be there,
Yeah, you gotta have that.
I'll be there.
All right.
Hmm. So my wife, and of course, once again, she come in there with the assist. She said we created the email addresses for our babies to send them emails to baby JDs. We send audios, pictures, letters to them like a time capsule for them when they're older. Yeah, yeah.
So that's what's
And I gotta do more at that. Yeah, I gotta do more because when you in the midst and you got a 2 and a 6 year old. I mean, y'all been there. Some of this stuff is just firsthand. Like I'm just now experiencing it, and I'm like, whoa, I'm too busy to be doing stuff. By the time I get some time to settle down, I'm either tired, ready to go to sleep, or I'm up and time to go to the other financial stuff that I gotta, other businesses that I gotta go to. So
hmm
hey, life keeps on lifing. That's all I
You
can say.
absolutely right.
Life, man.
You absolutely right. But I'm glad that
Keeps on.
shout out to y'all for doing that, man. That's real.
Mhm.
That's real smart. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Because I'm telling you, it wasn't
Mhm.
nothing like being able to play a video of my wife's mom talking to, our newborn son and playing that
Mhm.
for her, a couple of years after her mom passed, because she was like, she was like, I almost forgot how she sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a real thing. That stuff is priceless. That's the priceless stuff. Not the big houses, not the
Mhm.
nice fancy cars, not the, you know what I'm saying, the name
Mhm.
brand clothes and the jewelry. That's the priceless stuff. That's the wealth.
Mhm.
hmm
I'm gonna tell y'all something. So my daughter, she's 2 years old, and I got a hoodie, and it's faded now. I'm not wearing it, but it's a picture of me and my mom, right? So my daughter, 2 years old, concepts and everything going on through her head. She saw the hoodie. She recognized me, and I said, "Hey, I'm daddy." And she, just like most kids, that's daddy.
Right.
So she pointed at the other picture, and I said, "That's your grandmother." And she looked at me real funny. So about 2 days later,
Mm-hmm.
wore the hoodie again. She was like, "That's grandma." Now I didn't cue her to say it. She just said it
Right.
on her own, but she was familiar, not so much for what I said. There you go. Salute.
Mm-hmm.
Salute. That's what it's about. Love that picture, y'all, man.
For sure.
My wife camera
Me
shy,
too.
man. She got her days, but yeah,
Yeah,
salute. That's
mine
what
is
you
too.
do. And believe it or not, that's the biggest flex you can do,
Bro.
especially in these YouTube avenues and streets. Cause that put people on blast. Cause I told Corey when I spoke with him, he was spoken in high regards of his wife, and he was like, "Y'all can try whatever y'all want. My wife know everything." And I said it on my show. I was like, "Look,
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting a disclaimer out there now. You try to shoot something at me, you talking to my wife.
Right.
Matter of fact, y'all can get in contact with me as far as the fellas, but I like how Corey had narrowed it down. Like the fellas, I'll talk to y'all via email and so forth. But I'm not trying to entertain no foolishness, no privacy chats. Even my wife know what the privacy chat is, and I was like, look, it's right here. This is where it is, and so forth. So, and like you said, that's part of your protection. That's
hmm
part of
Right.
your that's part of the other side of the protection, because let's be real, our wives can see stuff that we can't see.
Right.
And we may be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Such and such in the chat, and we're on mentally on something else, but
Mm-hmm.
this person in the chat may be like, changing their avatar or saying little slick stuff, and we're not paying attention. But your wife is like, she's trying to get your attention. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And That's just how they are. I mean, I don't pay attention of it because naturally I just don't put myself in that space. But you know, when you have that talk and you look back and you're like, oh, she's right. Let me let me back up. Let me change this up a little bit. You know, so you have to put it out there. Travel one, honor thy wife always. Yes, yes, yes. Get them travel. There's only one travel, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I think these women should be happy that I'm married. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I gave a glimpse of my wife of how I used to operate, and I told her, I was like, look, I'm glad that we did not meet each other because I would have, you know, like in the words of Trucker Hill, it would have been demon time, like for real. Like I mean, the amount of debaucherous, the games I was playing, all that stuff. It was. I need to write a book and make it fictional and put it under another alias. That way, y'all don't know it was me. But I told my wife one thing I did do. I told her everything about me. That way, it was no secrets.
Right.
And the reason why I did that was to let her know what type of where I came from, what I did, what I didn't do.
Yeah.
You know, because at some point she was going to either be like, I can't rock with you because that's just too much for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought the same thing because I was in a situation where I wrote most of my book while I was locked up in prison. But when I got out of prison, I got immediately transferred to Atlanta jail facility. So all my stuff that I had to get mailed home immediately, and because I couldn't take nothing with me but me. So my wife got a chance to have my book that I wrote. That I wasn't ready for her to read, but I didn't say she couldn't read it, so she read it. And I actually thought she was gonna leave me because of that. I'm like, because I thought she was gonna be like, yeah, I can't take this. But she was like, your book reads like a porno. I'm like, wow. I mean, corn. She said it reads like corn. I'm like, I didn't mean to write it like that, but I'm telling you what my experiences was, and these were my experiences. It just happened to be like that because I don't know how, and I don't know no other way to say it. But as a young man, that's what we go through. We go through learning life through our relationships with women and people, especially women, because that's what we're gonna deal with more. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it real.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought I was gonna lose it. She ain't gonna. She just like, I know what I'm up against.
Well, that's a blessing, you know. And I ain't even gonna lie, that was like a fight or flight type situation because once they know and they're trying to conceptualize, like, okay, you did what with who back then? And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, Lord, I done lost her. But at the same time, it was on my heart to tell her, like, look, this is what I did, and this is why, this is the direction that I moved, and even given to the context of like, hey, I don't know why I did it, I just know I did it, you know. Even having that conversation, you know, that really was like, okay, I'm done. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? In the process of getting to know her. But then when she sat there and she was like, well, I got some stuff I need to tell you too, which is another pill. You know, you go from delivering the pill to now you got to swallow the pill
now you got to take one
that she had to go through. And then when you realize that you really like, okay, this is why this person is a priority. I'm not pedestalizing them based upon their shortcomings and what they did not do. I'm prioritizing them because I want them to overcome what they had to endure. And once you really see them, you know, then you both can get on purpose because that's when that connection happens. Because that's when you start thinking alike and you're like, okay, baby, get out of my head. You thinking what I'm saying about to tell you. or she even texted to you before you even get to her, and it's nothing. And the thing is, it's not nothing overbearing or over complicated. Right. It'd be the simplest stuff.
It'd be the little things.
It'd be the simplest stuff. Yeah. So shout out to having that connection, that right connection. And I mean, let's be real, when you dated other people beforehand, there was not that type of direction or connection whatsoever. It was like you was lost. It was like you just, trying to find a needle in a haystack per se. And man, I'm telling y'all, it is. You get the wrong one, trust me, you got mixed, crossed up signals, and at some point or another, you don't want to be around them. You don't care if they see the light of day. Get out my face. I'm gonna move this way, and that's it. But it's serious out here, man.
It is,
serious, man.
Yep, so, and that's why.
I'm gonna go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying that's why I jump. Oh, I was saying I jump in these panel shows. I watch panel shows to get multiple outlooks on people, and it helps me come to the point where I'm like, man, I'm so glad I'm not in this dating swamp. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it be like all these majority women panels. It's like, ugh. Like, yeah, she might look cute, but look how she think. You know what I'm saying? And I watch this stuff with my wife so she can understand this is how a man thinks. This is how this man thinks, at least. Yes, these women are gorgeous. They're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But listen to them. Listen to how they think. Like, immediately, that's a turn off for us. We don't care. Like, because, and I say that because women are just look at women as, oh, she pretty, you'll go. No, she's a dummy. That's why I won't go. You think I'm going to go because of this? And I'm telling you, I'm not going to go because of this. Like, come on, man. So I appreciate having these conversations versus when I watch the other panels with majority women and they just be babbling on about word salad. Don't nothing really come. And it's not just the women, because a lot of the dudes are starting to get that way also. So I just say that to say I respect and I appreciate these chats and these kind of dialogue.
Yep.
Most definitely. The other thing too, and I know a lot of women and even us men, and this is just thinking of it in reverse, just like that there are some guys out there that do not have the anecdotal experience to comment or have the gall or even the testicular fortitude to operate like they should. A lot of women have the exact opposite on their panels, because there's some women out there that are like, I can't rock like this woman right here. Right. I've seen my wife, she might even cringe at some of the things a woman may say, and I know she don't move in that direction just naturally. We're not talking about it in terms of a competitive aspect. It's just naturally them moving as a woman, and it's like, some of this stuff is so cringing to like, we don't cringe, but we just be like, yo, it's whatever. You're going to be by yourself. But I seen my wife like, they really thinking like this? And I'm like, yeah, look at it.
Yeah, that's
and
what
she
I'm
was
saying.
Like, ain't no way in the world I can move like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to bring a light to it. There's people out here moving like this, sweetheart. That's why you ain't got to worry about me. Like, not just because I love and respect what we got going on, but also because I know that this is what's out here. Look at it.
But seeing it like, and it's eye opening too, because a lot of times when she sees something, I'll be like, yeah, I seen that. And she was like, for real? I'm like, yeah. And I said, watch what's going to happen. And then 2 or 3 hours or 2 or 3 days later on down the road, she was like, wow. And then too, she keeps me privy to other things. So that's the relationship that we have that has the balance.
Yep.
And, just think of you not having that balance or that respect or that natural order how things are supposed to go. Imagine if you didn't have that now, and how that would tip you off. That would take you off your square, because now you're in defense mode trying to find balance, and you got the wrong person. That's another aspect of the relationship. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Travel One, funny.
You laughing at Travel One? Discernment is real. Women do see through the weeds, even though men seem to think women do not. Get it, Travel One. I ain't saying nothing. I am not saying nothing tonight.
The only reason why I think that a lot of women don't see through the weeds is because of the mistakes that y'all be making.
Yeah.
Like I said, y'all have to make sure, or y'all have to see yourselves, and especially that portal that y'all carrying, as something important, and not to be given to just any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's something that they have to earn. Mm-hmm. Just like when we was talking about the respect thing earlier today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that has to be earned. Wow, man, look.
Basically, what the saying was the saying.
What you saying, D-Magic?
I was just saying, that's why it was funny, because I was thinking the same when I read that comment. I was thinking the same thing. That's why we think that they don't have that discernment, because of the decisions and the choices that they make generally. Not all women, generally.
Yeah. And that's, I'm glad you said generally, because let's be real. I mean, there are a couple of one-off situations, and we get that, But when we speak generally, this is like a census. This is something that is like, this is happening over here in Washington State. This is happening here in South Carolina. This is happening in Florida. This is happening in Atlanta. And here's the other thing. We're not being callous to those one-off situations. We're speaking generally, like B Magic said. So I get it. What she says, again, those are harlots. Remember the conservative woman. See, you forgot already. Oh, Lord. Stan, you got that moonshine, man?
Yeah, you going shot. Hey, they got some conservative harlots, too. Man.
Because terminology, like I was saying the last time we spoke on it, when I think it was Travel that said the lady, she emphasized and put into capital letters the word lady on her statement at one time. And I said, well, you have to go to traditional term, what that term means. Traditionally, a lady was this, but even that term conservative, they don't use the traditional context of that term conservative as it used to be. These women aren't truly trying to conserve anything.
No, ever since that lady, I forgot what her name was. She was an actress. She is an actress, and she said, "I'm such an effing lady." Ever since she said that, you can throw that word out the door.
Yeah.
Because they messed up the connotation of it right there. They think that, I can do ratchet stuff and then say I'm a lady. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an effing lady. No, you're not.
So there's some women who are conservative. There's some women who are conservative, but then they boss chicks. And then there's some women who are conservative, and then they'll have a baby and give it to the nanny. And then there's some women that are conservative. You see how it's not really you conserving the traditional aspect of anything?
Right.
I'm not saying I ain't saying no names, but I'm thinking of a certain black woman who says she conservative. She got a platform. She just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't saying her name out on
Right. Yeah, that was a deal. Is appreciate it.
That was a deal. Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you, baby. Appreciate that.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like we have these traditional terms, and then we have these new twisted into modern terms that we want to say that they're traditional, but they really don't mean traditional anymore.
Right. Because man and woman don't even mean the same thing no more. That's where we at right now.
Marriage don't mean the same thing. Now you got women want to be single and married. How you both? That's like some Anton type stuff. How you gonna be both? How you want to be married and be a wife but still live single? You know what I'm saying?
I'm a married single mother. They saying that nowadays. Like what?
Yeah. I'm married. I got a man, but I'm a single mother. What? It ain't the math ain't math.
Man.
Nope, but she telling you
not at all. Not in that regard.
No, yeah, but she telling you what it is. Like, okay, you feel like you're a baby mama, right? So that means you're gonna act like that. You feel like you single, you're gonna act like that. It's gonna show its ugly face in the relationship, and that's why a lot of these relationships are doomed for failure. She telling you what it is. Yeah, polynogamy.
Oh man, polynogamy. That was a funny term. I mean, that was an interesting terminology that AM came out with. Right. Yes, I'm surprised you still up because normally you on old man time. You be done went to sleep. I definitely appreciate you rocking.
I want to know if he saw that short. Definitely, I don't know if he saw that short because I really want him to put that into his.
Oh yo. Yeah. Check this out. Hold on. Let me do it right quick. Hold on for a second. I want you to check this out.
Either the outro or the intro. It'd be nice to see that in there.
How you take 3 naps and you've been online for 9 hours? When? You took naps during the stream? You a bad boy. I think Iz had them glasses on, so he might be asleep. Y'all think he just ain't saying that.
I think JD's trying to pull it up right now, Iz. Give him a second.
Yeah. Iz, check it out. Yeah, here it is. So check this out, brother.
Get the volume right.
Yeah, hold on for a second. I'll make sure the volume's right.
Mute myself.
Okay, yeah, it's not muted. All right, here you go, Iz. Check this out.
Someone said, what surprises me most about humankind is that we get bored of our childhood, rush to grow up, and long to be children again. That we lose our health to make money, and then lose our money to restore our health. That by thinking anxiously about the future, we forget the present, such that we live in neither the present nor the future. That we live as if we were never going to die, and die as though we've never lived. A wise person.
Yeah.
That's bars. Yo, Iz, I'll send it to you. Hold on, let me do it this way. Send it to Iz right quick.
For sure. Yeah, that's bars, bro.
That's
appreciate that clip. Because knowing something is one thing, but hearing somebody articulate it like that, so where you can understand and make it more palatable, bro, that's deep.
That man said, living though you have never lived in the present or the future. You just not living at all.
Living at all. You just lost.
Just lost. Focused on the wrong thing. Distracted.
Let me send this to Iz right quick.
And then
something that.
Second.
Go ahead, brother.
No, it was just something I had to realize, and that's what I'm actually doing now, man. That's why I feel like I ain't worked. I haven't done any work since I left my last job. Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, man.
Now, I'm not saying that nobody should be working a job because jobs are necessary for the foundational structure of society. But that's not where you should. That's not where you should like majority spend your time. Like the same thing with minimum wage. Minimum wage was never designed to be a career. People are literally making minimum wage jobs a career. Like they gonna die with a minimum wage job. This is crazy,
man.
You got to transition. You supposed to what do butterflies do again?
Metamorphosize.
Yeah, you're supposed to metamorphosize throughout your life. You're supposed to be changing from one aspect to another aspect as you grow and mature and you get wiser. But some people, they literally gonna be the same for years and decades to come until they die, and that's sad.
It is. I've gotten to the point where I can't even fill out an application no more. Like an application, like, oh hell no. No, I don't even do work like that no more. Where I got to fill out an application. Either you want to hire me or you damn don't. You need me. You need my services. This is what I do. I like things. You need something lit or you don't. I'll holler. Other than that, I'm not filling out no application. Last time I tried to fill out an application, I swear it made me sick to my stomach. And like B Magic said, this is not for everybody, because yes, you do supposed to have a job. You just not supposed to be out here just unemployed. But what I'm saying is, you do that job until you find your purpose, and until you find out how to make your purpose profitable. You keep that job up until that point.
Right. That is. You're right. I appreciate that, man. Stan,
Ron,
you're knocking them out of the park. As usual.
Ron was talking.
Wow, my bad.
He had a whole conversation by himself, y'all.
My bad. I was saying that
he had the hand movements going and everything. He was breaking it down. My brother. He was hitting it, my brother.
Look, I was saying,
my brother.
I believe we all know this too, that we should actually have our children do jobs. Jobs are for children. When you becoming an adult and learning your way, you should work as you're a young adult. So that's where you can start your discipline, just like the military helps you start your discipline. Like, you got to do things that everybody has to go through a discipline stage in their life where you had to be disciplined. And that is what we really need to let the younger adults do, is work a job so they can learn structure, discipline, organization, management skills, customer service, communication, understanding, being involved. And that's just what I think it should be. Learn hard work. And then when you become an adult and have a right mindset, now you're able to go into the world like, okay, cool. I've worked. I was able to do this. I know structure. I know organization. I know this. Now I can go ahead and figure out what I want to do comfortably.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I had to bring this out because B Magic hit this on point, man. I got to show this, man. I got to show this because he was describing TNT, bro.
I knew you knew what I was talking about, my brother.
You have problems putting your words in a colostomy bag. That's why I've cremated this new program called Book on Phonics. I'll teach you how to testiculate my way. To computate how it works, I will intersex with a perverted deviant by using one of my own penile implants. Masticate the sentence. C, dick, angina. Angina. You know what Johnny is, don't you? Yeah. You see, you conjecturating your verbs and reaming your fibula.
Ejaculate.
At last, you emasculated pace and accelerating at a promiscuous rate.
Hey, man, that ain't what that says.
Shut up. Suppress your defecation. See, reading is bisexual in your mentality. I think it was Plato, Plato, who stuck to the wall when he said one must put his transvestite in jeopardy if one wants to become a cunning linguist.
Oh Lord!
Yo, I had to play that, man. I had to play that, man.
They would get canceled so hard. They get canceled so hard nowadays.
Right now, right? Hey,
that was so real, man.
Transvestite. What?
Yo,
oh man, that was the gold back then, bro. Yeah. I go back and watch all that type of stuff. Like, it ain't nothing new that gets my attention. Like, I've never seen the episode of Power. I'm one of them dudes. Bro, I ain't never seen the episode of
I
Oz
ain't
or
hating on it.
Wire, Power.
I understand why people may like those shows because
Right.
I didn't see Power, but I get a glimpse of it everywhere. You know, I'll go to the barbershop or something. They probably playing it or something, and I see why people would like it though, and because it's some Jews probably dropped in there, but I just didn't want to get. The reason why I didn't watch Power is because I don't want to get wrapped up in a show again and another like living a different life. Because that's basically what it is when you watch these shows.
Yeah, they trick people with that Empire. Life. Yeah, they trick people with Empire. They had people all on the Empire. Right, they had people all on the Empire bandwagon. Then the very next season, or I think the very next year, here they come with this. Dun dun. It's like, really?
Yeah.
They was on at the same time, actually.
Yo.
I mean, they had because they brought. When Empire had a spinoff called Star, and they brought that to my job, and they did a couple of episodes at my job. So I got to see them and meet Queen Latifah and all them folks. So I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying?
You can see some real genuine people in a lot of those people, man. When you meet them, you'll be surprised, man, on like who is really genuine for real, man. It's a lot of. I hate that we give some of these celebrities bad names because there's a lot of celebrities that's really like they really real anointed people for real. They just they just so happen to be a celebrity, man.
Shout out to Israel Mills. He says, work your part-time on your dream fun time. Work your part-time on your dream fun time on your job until your dream pays more than your full, I think he meant full-time job, then fire your full-time job. Jim Rohn. Okay. Yeah. Then your job, then fire your full-time job. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Appreciate that, Is.
Facts.
Of course, he said, oh, Lord. And of course, Kojak says, imagine Al Bundy these days. Yeah,
oh man,
real. No, imagine Kelly.
Yeah, it was some.
Kelly would be a queen right now.
The Jeffersons, Al Bundy, even some of the Good Times episodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Episodes, Archie Bunker. You know, all them joints. Moist Ass Empire. Yeah. The agenda wouldn't put it in there.
Sanford
fellas, guess what?
Sanford and Son.
The Sleepy Giant is in the house. My man Mills is in the house. What's up, man?
What's up, JD 1975? Salute to my brothers on the panel. Salute to
the
chat. Yo, you just read like Izzy Bands just now, so I'm out to help you out. It's work. It's work. Full-time on your job and part-time on your dream until your dream pays more than your full-time job. That's what Jim Rohn says. Work.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you clarifying that, Dr. Israel Mills.
Yeah. Jim Rohn. I got it from Jim Rohn. I didn't make it up, but since JD was reading like me, I gotta clarify.
All right. So now you see how we feel, right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, but I know I probably did some typos in that thing, so all's fair.
Right.
Yeah, people be putting so many typos and miss words in the joint, and then try to swear you can't read. That's the crazy.
Right. Yeah. Nah, it ain't a typo when you spelling whole words wrong. That's more than a typo. That's just you typing too damn fast with your big ass thumb and your little ass phone. That's what that is.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
They be killing your chick with that.
Easy to happen, but
I know.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
I do it from time to time.
Thank God Smitty ain't here because he'll be getting on me. Yeah. Man.
So singing "Read the Rainbow."
The video is.
Oh yeah, that was dope. I said, y'all gonna see it tomorrow. I'll clip that thing and play it tomorrow. Yeah, that joint is dope though, for sure. Yeah. Very, very insightful, man.
Was you on here when Stanley was talking about the portal?
I listened. I listened. Yeah, through the birth canal and the portal into the world. Yeah, that was deep. You know, staying deeper than the deepest ocean, man.
Yes,
yeah, man.
But in a Mariana Trench.
That's
yeah,
David. That's David that they was talking about in David and Goliath, man. That's who Stan is.
The portal to the future.
David, man.
Man,
I'm just that one out, man.
I'm just his humble servant. I just listen to what he say.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yeah, you know the world is about to end when the Lions. Look, let me mess with Emperor Kojak 303 the Great real quick. You know the world about to end when the Lions win a playoff. when the Lions in a playoff, but the daggone Cowboys lose, the world about to end, fam.
Well, still the Lions still couldn't keep Green Bay out the playoffs.
It's the shift coming.
It's already.
I ain't gonna lie though, man.
It's already in here.
Yeah.
I ain't watched the NFL. I ain't watched the NFL in a long time. I was just messing.
Yeah, I ain't watching.
Go ahead. What you saying, brother?
Yeah. I don't know if you caught it earlier, but we were just talking about just having a balanced panel, and salute to you and your panel. But it's one thing when you want to hear someone out, through and through, and respectfully understanding the other people and the caliber of people, or even the temperature in the room before you just go off the deep end and just start, disrespecting or sending them little shots out on the panel. So I was saying that's why I went ahead and, got you the money to get old boy out of there. But at the same time, next time I see Jeff, I want to apologize to him because he thought it was a moment of a clarity or a moment to learn or teach brothers. But, at the same time, I'm saying certain people are not qualified based upon, how people, huh?
Somebody was beeping.
That was me. That was me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was me.
That's his sidekick going off.
That's what I was about to say. Somebody pager going off.
That was it back in the day, man.
Okay, all right, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3. Okay.
I wish I did have a sidekick.
That was one of the times I missed that part. But yo, the thing about it is, I mean, it's real, right? But yo, so I'm grateful, right? Tonight, man, I don't know if y'all noticed, but tonight was the first time I had 300 in a box on my own channel, right? I've had 300 in a box on the Double Standard Show multiple times, like more than 300, but that's the first time I had 300 in a box on my own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're doing your thing, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And glory be to God, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that was there. So that was good. But the truth is, the crazy thing is, when it comes to a panel, unfortunately, you need a little bit of drama or a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, that wild card in order to to get paid and to keep the conversation exciting enough to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, people's attention span, like B Magic said often, is low.
Yeah,
people's attention span be real low.
That's why I told you I understand.
Short
yellow. I understand it, and you sometimes you got to let them rock out, because for one, what it does is it exposes them for the dummy they are with the stuff that they say. Two, you get other people riled up and you get them united at the same time. Sometimes people who don't normally be united, they be like, "Nah, we agree that you saying some dumb stuff." So yeah, I get it, bro.
Trust me, it motivate people to get them up out of there too. That's why, I mean, truth, like I said, I mean, it ain't no secret. That's why I kind of let people say what they want to say, because I don't really mind it as much as there's just some people that just don't want to tolerate that, and they be like, "Yo, how much to get them up out of there?" And then it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because it served two purposes. Number one,
right,
I was able to keep my word and let everybody say what they got to say, as long as they're not doxing, as long as they're not saying any trigger words. But then number two, people that want people going, they could pay, and then, you know what I'm saying, they feel satisfied and gratified that they got them up out of there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, different people have different ways of running that panel. I just don't, I mean, for me, it's it's challenging. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm new to the game, but at the same time, it's like I like different people's perspectives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but you could tell when I get annoyed when people start talking over people and start wilding out. I don't like that, man. I don't like that at all.
I mean, literally, I just said two things. I said two things to the brother, and he went out on an emotional tangent. I was like, this is crazy.
Them two things you said was funny.
I said he said he was what did he say that started it off? Oh, he the real one. We ain't the real ones.
I'm the real one. I'm about to talk.
I'm the real one. I'm about to talk. Y'all ain't on. And I was like, okay, you ain't real. You a glitch in the matrix. That's the first thing I said. And then the next thing I said, all I said was the intellect. The intellect. I ain't even refer it to him. I just said the intellect. That brother went off. He went off.
He said, I'm the realest one. B Magic talking about something. You ain't even real.
You a glitch.
You a glitch. He think just because how he said it. Be mad think just because how he said it, it ain't hit the same. Well, that ain't hit the same.
Yeah, that cut deep. You just a glitch in the matrix.
You ain't real. That's the first words.
If you don't get your Agent Smith looking at oh man,
even Uncle Jeff was like, "What?" When he said, "I'm the real one," Jeff was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, he tripping."
Malfunction.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I kind of.
Emperor Kojak says a shift is happening.
Thanks.
But I'm with you, let them rock out because they just more of a detriment to themselves. And if they like Stan say, if enough people keep calling him an idiot or not him, but those people, you know, you ain't right, you an idiot, maybe they won't even come on the panel no more. And we can really get the conversation moving.
Law of attraction.
But also what it does
bad though sometimes, huh?
Yeah, but also what it does is once people on the panel, people in the chat saying, hey man, this ideology is stupid, then the people who are in the chat or people who may be watching that, they be like, oh man, so everybody's saying that ideology is stupid. I thought that ideology too. That's how you change the ideology of people, man. That's why I say this is actually moving the needle, and that is your lane. Don't change nothing about it.
And it's all about your demeanor and your approach and how you actually, you know, get your point across too. You know, if you try to be King Kong shit and you try to make it seem like you above everybody on a panel, that ain't cool either. You know what I'm saying? You got to have equal respect for all the men on the panel or the ladies, and when they want to hop on, which is, you know, far and few between.
Aha! I got you. You said equal respect. I told you.
but yes, it's equal respect because I do feel like I do understand JD. I do understand you. I do have some type of connection to. Now, if there's a new person that hop on the panel, I might not have that respect. You know what I'm saying? Until I get this. Yeah. So. That's all I want.
Temperature is. I got you.
Like you see how Travel One wanna blame me. How do you blame me for getting banned? Like I don't have nothing to do with that. Like listen, if you get on people's nerves in the chat, Travel One, that's just what happens.
And then if somebody does get kicked off and somebody wanted them to come back on, pay to get them to come back on. If that's
no doubt, that's just how it is. And I think that's the great equalizer. That's fair. You know what I'm saying? I get compensated for my time and my energy, my intellectual property. The people get their money's worth. And you know what I'm saying? They get to be in control. Because shit, think about it. When we watch TV, we don't get to pay to click. Yo, I don't like this mug. Let me click to get them up out of here. That's part of, you know what I'm saying? That's a perk, man. You know?
You know what that is?
I found out exactly who is. I know exactly what part that you can play if we ever do this movie. If we ever do this movie where there's like a cage fight and there's somebody in the back that's taking the money and be like, who you got? Let's go. That's you. That's who you gonna play. It don't matter who get in the ring. They be like, who y'all got? I got 20 on this one. I got 50 on this one. Who we got? That's is that he gonna get his money. I'm gonna buy you a green brim.
Gee, thanks, man. I appreciate one of them visors, one of them green visors.
Yeah, one of them green visors.
Looking like me on my birthday.
That's what I always wanted. Thank you.
Because my birthday on St. Patrick's Day. So on March 17th. So I'll be looking on my birthday.
Hey, Pisces gang.
Yes. Right. Gotta be one with the water.
That's what's up.
One with the waters, man.
I'm a fish, man. I'm a fish.
Me too.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. I'm Aries gang, so I ain't until the end of March. So
Pisces love everybody.
Leo, I still claim y'all.
Yeah, Leo gang.
Pisces love everybody, man.
We do, man, but we're fierce. We're fierce, man. People don't even understand. We love hard, but we fight hard too. Fierce warriors.
Y'all got that emotion. Y'all got that emotional craziness.
You got to self-contain it.
Yeah, you got because it's dangerous, man.
I've met some Pisces, and I'm like, you know what, y'all crazy, man, on an emotional level,
or just really tapped into emotions a lot stronger.
Yeah, y'all strong with them emotions, boy. I'm like, golly.
When you have somebody that is unable to control that emotion,
it just turns into
like
you ever seen Phoenix? Phoenix on the Mutants, like
Dark Phoenix.
It's like it's like that. It's like that. But when you got it together, you know what I'm saying, it's powerful. You know what I'm saying?
It's beautiful.
That's a real entity too, by the way.
Yes, it is.
I believe that.
Yeah, it is. I wanted to ask you something. So,
yes, sir.
Like when we were talking about the panel earlier today, I think a lot of people, because they have a past with you, like I gave the analogy like how Fighter is, and shout out to Fighter. I know he's taking a sabbatical and everything, but Fighter bring that energy like Fight Club, and they think that the default is like Fight Club when they met you there, stay on that platform. Whereas I think people naturally come off with that energy in a rambunctious way or in a conceited way. And I think that's what we might have possibly seen today, with the brother. Now, granted, of course, we abide by the house rules, but we didn't. I will say this: we did not abide by the rules when you were about a week ago when Trinidad T was on there, and you was just like, hurry up and get her off, please. But it was the house rules. Right. So I was just looking at his energy, and it might have been like the Fight Club energy. He's coming in there like, yo, I'm this nigga, y'all gonna respect me. And each panel has different rules, but also each panel has a certain vibe or a certain mentality and how it operates. And that's what I see what the difference is between like yours and some of the Fight Club episodes that I've seen.
Well, that particular dude is a chat like okay, so it's like him, sometimes Big Mufasa, sometimes what's my man name that lost his wife, God rest his wife. So what's my man name? Let's just put it like this. It's a few of them that I've had back and forth with on Fatty channel. Like you gotta understand too, with the back and forth that I had with different people, it's some people that, you know what I'm saying, take longer to come back around than others, right? And so like Matthew is one of them people. Like he know of me. He know of me from Angry Man panel, from Fatty panel, from Fight Club. He know of me from a lot of spaces, and he just one of them dudes that's gonna say contrary to what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna find that it's just gonna be some people that maybe even like you, admire you, cool with you, whatever, but they're just gonna give you a hard way to go. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it goes. He kicked me off. He paid to kick me off What We Know podcast. I mean, off of This Might Be Risky the other day, even though Hamp didn't drop me, but he paid to kick me off. So it just be that way. You know what I'm saying? It just be that way. It's not really the Fight Club energy. It's like it's some people that's gonna love you no matter what you do. some people that's gonna hate you no matter what you do, and some people that ain't decided one way or another, but you know what I'm saying, they want to challenge you. You know what I mean? If they see you doing their thing, they want to challenge you. They want to see how they measure up against you.
Okay.
Right. Okay. I'm just, like I said, I'm still new, so I'm still learning. I mean, I
you
can
gonna
learn
get
a
your
lot
up and
easier
comings.
when
But
I mean,
me,
like I said, here's the difference. Go ahead, Stan. I know what Stan about
nah,
to say. I already know what he's about to say. Go ahead.
I ain't in competition with you. I'm in competition with myself.
That don't matter.
I know it don't. I'm saying I know it don't matter, but at that point, I'm gonna stop listening. But that's why I say I'm glad that you have yours the way you have yours, because I know that ain't even gonna. It's just not gonna fly on my channel, because I'm talking about something else. Soon as you come up there with that contrary, now if you want to have a conversation, that's one thing. But if you just contrary to be contrary, I holler.
I feel you, but that's the way.
That's me though.
I'll be honest with you too. That's the way you win people over too. Like when you know what I'm saying. Like there's certain people that love the back and forth. Well, but I feel you, but you know what I'm saying. Like you gotta understand too. Y'all kind of came in the game a little different than I came in the game, right?
Yeah.
Even though AM is my dude, the reason why, part of the reason why, not to rehash anything, shout out to Angry Man, why I took offense to what was said was because I paid my own dues. You know what I'm saying? I came up through the Fight Club ranks just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I was on Cheeky channel almost every day. That's why me and Cheeky and I are closer than a lot of people know, right? Because I was on Cheeky channel every day before I started my own channel. Then when Cheeky kind of took breaks, I was on Trigger Mike channel every day before I started my own channel. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like y'all did with my channel, right? And so that's how I came through the ranks. So and then I've been on Fatty channel, or I've been on J Prince for President. Sorry for dropping names, but I've been on other people's channels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with This Is Fight Club, so I kind of made my rounds in a short period of time before I ever started my channel. You know what I mean? And kind of, been up against everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of in gladiator school, really. So
yeah, you better than me in these YouTube streets. Like some of them people platforms I can't go on.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, but I like me.
That's just me though.
Yeah, and I've been on Trigger Mike a couple of times.
Shout out to you. Yeah, no
I've been on Trigger Mike once or twice.
Yeah, I like that's my
Trigger
guy,
Mike.
man.
Shout out to Trigger Mike too as well. Shout out. I like what I see from Trigger Mike, but I will say this. Trigger Mike is dope, man, and I mean he's actually in Texas, so I actually probably need to just reach out to him and be like, "Yo, I'm still new to Texas. What do you recommend? X, Y, and Z, and so forth." Especially with his
right now,
especially with his side hustle and stuff like that.
Right.
I think he in Houston. Man, I think he in Houston though, right? I think Trigger Mike.
Shout out to Texas, man.
Yeah, he about.
Yeah, don't make me.
Yeah, man, we sitting right at 19 degrees right now.
Oh yeah,
man.
where your triple fat goose at? Where your triple fat goose?
Man, it's upstairs right next to the Butters.
Right, about to say back in the 90s.
Hey,
you gotta have to pull out the Avery.
Yeah.
Everything shut down, don't it? When it's cold out there, don't it?
Shout out to Houston, man.
What temperature? I don't even know what our temperature is. Probably in the 50s.
But this is what you're gonna find.
No, don't even sit there and tell me what it is.
Yo, but real quick, this is what you're gonna find.
Degrees.
Corey got his last night, right? So this is what you're gonna find. It's gonna happen a lot more to Corey, because Corey is starting to get popular. Shout out to Corey Love. He's starting to get popular. He's starting to get his reps up. And that's what's just gonna happen. It's the nature of the beast, right? You're gonna have people that's gonna come up against you for no reason, people that's gonna say stuff about you that's not true, people that's gonna be going behind the scenes trying to cause division and problems between you and other people. So you just gotta be careful for that. And that's why I said, like, you know what I'm saying? The main thing is, if anybody say anything behind the back or in your chat that such and such said such, don't believe that. Don't go with that unless you see it for your own. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Just be cautious or whatever. But now when it comes to back and forth, like Angry Man said, it's best to never go through back and forth. I'm just kind of built different. I ain't gonna lie. I you know what I'm saying? I'm built a little different. I don't mind at all. Like I live for that.
We got to
be
give
honest
them
with you.
people. We got to start giving those people just a moment of silence and then move over it. That's why I was saying it all night, man. We got to get them like somebody's, say something that you might not feel in your spirit is right. Then we be like, let's just give them a moment of silence and then we move forward to the next one. Forget them. It don't
But that
exist.
joint be funny and entertaining to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't mind. Like I don't mind. Like if y'all, you can tell when I get annoyed, but it's very rare that I get annoyed. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I really don't like is when people just be talking over people and act like the other person just wasn't talking at all. Like, yo, chill. Like, what you doing? Like, you just gonna talk over the brother like he wasn't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Oh man, is had me rolling today. Somebody was saying, I think it was Trucker. He was like, "Hey," and then he was like something about riding the bus, and he was going off. I was like, "Damn, is."
I'll be feeling bad.
Yo,
Trucker,
I ain't
my
gonna
guy.
lie, man.
Trucker always trying to talk, and is be trying to like, "Hey, calm down, calm down."
Because Trucker, but what happens with Trucker is driving his truck. He's always working. So he ain't never really looking at the screen or looking what's going on. And sometimes I don't think he can hear it. And then other times I don't think he care. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, come on, man.
He just talking. He just riding on the road. Man, then I looked the other day.
Yo. Yo, I put this out in the chat. I don't think it was no chat, but it was on my page. Yo, anybody heard anything from Prime? Because I haven't seen him in over a week, man. And I shot him an email based on the email that we got, man. So definitely, if y'all, hopefully y'all see Prime out there, man. But I have not seen him, man. And
Prime
hope everything is all right with him.
Cooking up. Prime over there he cooking up, man. Prime over there trying to make some magic happen, man.
Yeah, prayerfully, that's But that's another thing. You gotta realize, like, people, like, life be happening. Like we you know what I'm saying? Even though the internet say the internet is not real, which I disagree, right? But people got lives and things be happening in people's lives and they be moving and shaking. You know, they might have events or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. But yeah, we definitely gonna try to look out for them. But you got to be prepared for that. Like some people that come through and support your channel often at one period may not be able to support your channel at all. You know what I mean? For a while, and then it'd be somebody else or it'd be something else. You know what I'm saying? So it's little things like that. It's a lot of little things, man, that you won't believe when you like really get into this joint. It's like, man, it'd be kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And some things surprise you in a good way. And then some things like really mess you up in a bad way. You be like, damn, like I can't believe this person did that, or I can't believe this person said that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Now another thing, another thing. I know I'm just kind of dropping it on y'all, but you're gonna find this, and I'm sure y'all probably seen this, where people will be in your chat saying one thing, but then go in somebody else's chat and say something totally different.
Yep.
Oh, really?
That's why.
Yeah, like they'll be like, if for example, like if you were saying something today like about the what you call, like the thing with Anton, they'd be like, oh yeah, bro, you right. But then they go at Anton chat and be like, yo, JD 1975 was dissing you, Anton, man. Yo, he ain't got your back at all, man. Them dudes is on some lame shit. La 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 la. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna have that one.
Yeah, they be on some stuff like that, like too.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, because the only thing you're gonna do is, if he's smart, he won't say my name. But if he say my name, that's free publicity. Appreciate you. And that's what you talking about. That's how this game works. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
I mean, when you get bored of playing the PlayStation and you ain't doing nothing but in your mama basement, I guess that's what people do.
Right. Well, I'm so beyond it right now. It ain't gonna work on me. They could try it. They ain't gonna do no be playing themselves. I'm the truth for a reason. I'm telling you. But you know, like you said, you're gonna go through it. I can't wait.
So Travel One said, Fight Club is not missed. The panels are various and do have different energies, yet some principles do need to apply. Trigger Mike. Good old Travel. Emperor Kojak said it's currently 0 in Detroit with a wind chill of -10.
Damn.
You can keep that, bro. And
Good
I heard
gracious, I
Magic,
pray y'all,
y'all
man,
at
warmth.
59 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Good gracious,
Yeah.
I pray y'all warmth. Yeah.
You said
I'm staying where I'm at.
Y'all are
it's like
now.
It's like 50 degrees here where I'm at too.
59 where I'm at.
Man,
Zero
y'all
isn't even a
man. I
real
don't even want to
number.
hear that. Man.
What did it say? It says 0 isn't a real number.
Yeah, I said 0 ain't even a real number. You talking about
it is a
colder
real
than
number.
0?
0 is a real number.
I'm talking about temperature wise. Like it's 0 and you talking about it's colder than that, bro. That means no.
I'm about to say 0 is the first number.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? Love W in the building. Love W.
Love W.
What up? Salute,
what
bro.
up, JD in the panel? Appreciate it. Yeah, salute. Appreciate it, man. I just like I said, when you got PlayStation fiends and everything, hey, gone, Love W, -14 in North Dakota.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
Woo! Y'all can have that.
Shout out to North Dakota. My brother out that way too, man. I gotta check on my brother.
I can't complain about
I haven't met nobody from North Dakota.
Bro,
I ain't gonna complain about this 20 degrees I'm in.
It's honestly amazing how comfortable you could be in -20 degrees, though, if you have the right equipment.
That's a big survival if.
Right.
Is that the kind of temperature when you spit it freezes before it hit the ground?
That's the type of temperature that it would freeze you.
Yeah, it'll freeze you if you ain't got the right.
Your skin will freeze.
Yeah, my eyelashes used to be frozen. Yeah,
I used to hate when I used to do PT at Fort Drum. Wait.
And then you had to wear these masks. You had to wear masks.
The bacular. You had to have the bacular.
Yeah. And then the whole mouth part be frozen.
Yeah. You take it off and keep the shape of your head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your sweat will freeze it.
Yeah. And that's a great space to be in too, because you get to do well, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. It's a mind thing though. When you have to go into that environment, now you have to adjust your temperature of your body, and it's a mind thing at that point. Man. So you gotta just figure that out, and then you can be comfortable in that environment, but you can't stay in that long.
No, there ain't no comfortability there.
Hell no.
It's a mental comfortability. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, David Goggins. I understand, brother.
Right. I mean, we bro, you talking to two people who both been in the service. Right. And I remember being in bivouac, you know what I'm saying, in them situations, and it's freezing cold and you got to stand out there doing PT.
I had the Mickey Mouse boots, them big old rubber boots. I had the tennis rackets where you walk in the snow with them.
Right.
I had the trigger mittens where there's one finger and the rest was just a mitten, so you can use your finger to shoot. I don't care how much equipment they gave me. When it was time to go to the range, I don't care about qualifying. I'm I'm going back to the tent to get warm. I just will not qualify this month. I will wait until it get warmer.
Yeah, cold to do something to you, man. They said they're saying right now exposed skin can freeze in 30 minutes. God, dog.
I'm telling you, you will freeze to death in that type of weather.
Yes,
I know.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I'm straight on that.
That is crazy, man.
Some people think hell is hot. I think it's freezing.
It is.
I think hell is a frozen place if it is a place.
It is.
Man, don't tell me that, because if I get down there and it's cold, I'm gonna be mad.
See, it works. You ain't gonna want to be.
You can be so cold that you actually burn.
Yeah, you will burn.
And see now y'all
burn forever too, because you
that's some bullshit. That's
ice. You encased in ice.
I'll be pissed
burn faster
in that I don't know
weather than a desert.
I'm praying that I don't have to find out. Is what I'm trying to say.
No. Thank you, Iz. I appreciate that.
Y'all on the right path.
That logical comment, man.
Y'all on the right path.
Yeah, we needed some sense within the last 2 or 3 minutes. I appreciate that. Cause no, my homies be telling me that all the time. Cause I got a sick, twisted mind. I'm sorry. I just call stuff out the way I call it. We interviewed a lady who had a mouth like Mr. Herbert off of Family Guy, and she had a wig on, and it came all the way down. I'm like, I told the audio man, I said, bro, I guarantee you it's a horse running around here with no tail. And it's just stuff like that he was like, bro, see, man, I'm not laughing at that. I'm not going to hell with you. So I figure if I do go, I want to at least be warm. I'm a summer baby. I'm a Leo. I was born in the heat. I had the heat on in the summertime. I love the heat. So if I get down there and it's cold, I'm going to be pissed.
You're not
That's
going.
all I'm saying.
Because the work you're doing and
I
the
probably
things
ain't
that you
going
are
because it's
instilling
cold
in
down
people,
Prayerfully you don't go. Prayerfully you don't go, man.
You're doing God's work right now.
That's what speaking of, I'm sorry, man. I apologize, man. I apologize, brother. Ron Mac, my bad.
Apologize, brother.
Yo, speaking of, man, them people was kind of tripping on Uncle Jeff's show, man. I don't care. All these people with all these Eddie Murphy people talking about the devil is good and all this crazy stuff that got going on. These crazy doctrines, daughter of Liliths, and all these people. Man, I want them to go sit down some damn way, man.
Hey, but look, the giveaway of
Eddie say, ass is good, evil is good.
Right. The
all these evil is good face ass people, man.
Bro, he gave it away when he said he was an ex. When he said he was an ex-minister, and when he started off with I'm an ex-minister, and up until I stopped believing in that crap, I already knew everything that came after that was gonna be some bullshit. Because at the end of the day, you ain't got to believe in it, but if you have read any of it, then you will understand that can't be a colonizer's book. Because even he said that this book says that black men are this and black men are that. You know what I'm saying? So how the colonizer gave you that? If it tells you, bro, I don't get it. It tells you that Jesus was black and all that stuff. Our history didn't start at the damn slavery yards. For our colonizer to give us that book would have said that our life started right here on these plantations. So that's why I say you could miss me with that. I understand all these different other books, Apocrypha and all that. But I read the Bible up until the point where I didn't even need it no more. It started living inside of me. I learned enough from those scriptures that I be reliving them. I'm like, oh, now I get what that scripture meant when it said da 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 da, because I lived it and experienced it.
No doubt, Stan, but you don't understand. See. If you was enlightened, you would understand that evil is good.
And
right? Because without good, you cannot know what evil is. So therefore, evil, can you say evil? Evil has got to be good.
And you get you a piece of evil ass. Woo!
There you go. Here you go, Iz.
Jesus. Well, I don't want to talk about Jesus this evening. Because as the big man teaches us, it's two sides to every story. Not one, but two. A story is not one-sided. A story has a duality. There's two sides to every story. Which brings to mind the phrase, necessary evil. Now, I know many of you may hear the phrase necessary evil and you say to yourself, that don't even make no sense to me. Can't be no such thing as necessary. How's evil necessary? That don't match. That's plaids and stripes, evil and necessary. You see, because without faith, there is no good. Without light, there is no dark. You need both these things. You know what I'm saying? If every day is a sunny day, well, then what's a sunny day? Well, the bottom line, brothers and sisters, what I'm trying to tell you tonight is that evil is necessary. Evil is necessary. Thereby, if it's necessary, Evil must be good. Evil is good.
Everybody looking like
dumb niggas like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Dumbass
motherfucker. That's right.
Oh,
Evil is good.
trick.
Take Brother Brown.
This is ridiculous. Hey,
bro, it's a better one. It's a better one than that, in my opinion. I know Eddie Murphy is the GOAT, but it's a better one than that. If you look up the Little Nicky church scene, you want me to send it to you in the link?
Oh Lord, yeah,
Hey, but y'all know
yo,
that.
I got that.
Wait. Well, y'all know that y'all get depending on what you play, you get a copyright strike or copyright claim.
Let's not play that.
It depends on. Well, y'all not
ridiculousness, y'all.
Yet,
it's ridiculous.
Right. It's just letting you know.
Moment of silence.
I think.
No, I know.
Another day.
Okay. I'll play it on mine then.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do a little,
if you play
I'll
too
do a
many
little clip or
clips
something
back
like
to back,
that, like within the 15th. Yeah,
he cut it off before he said ass was good.
Nah, cause the one off Little Nicky, bro. Yeah, you forgot. You said what you say, JD?
No. I said I'll play it another time. I just have to put it in a short or something like that. You know,
I got you.
I'm gonna get my short game up and definitely. Hold on, let me.
Yep, especially since I ain't monetized. I'm gonna play all kind of stuff like that.
You gonna run it up?
I'm gonna run it up.
They ain't sent you nothing yet.
I don't know. They probably did. I would have to see it, ain't it?
Oh,
it's Is it a notification?
Yeah, they usually send it to whatever email that you got connected to your YouTube.
So they get you right in and there.
This man says, I ain't seen it. They ain't sent it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
and a
plausible deniability.
You know that's not a thing with YouTube, right? That don't count.
I left them on red.
Nah,
that don't count.
Yo, fellas, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I got to get up in the morning. I don't even know if I'll have to be at work or have to work remote, but I want to get a little bit of sleep in. But man, I appreciate y'all. Any last words? We can go around. Whoever want to go first, man. I definitely appreciate the panel. Man, y'all were, for the rest that I had yesterday, this was well worth it for the discussion we had today, man. I just want to say I appreciate all the brothers and sisters, people in the chat and everything, just sharing and everything. So whoever want to go with the first word, man,
I want to say this.
Go ahead and we'll
I want to say I love y'all brothers, man. Y'all got great spirits on y'all, man. I wish the best for y'all for sure. And I know the best is for y'all. And I wanted to say that because I want us all to start saying the things that we can create, because if we speak on things that's not within our realm, we need to go ahead and start noticing that we might need to speak on things that we can control and we going to control and we doing and we manipulating. The first thing that was ever done, I don't care what book you read, what Bible, what Quran, whatever book, the first thing in every last one of those books was God spoke. So we got to start doing that, speaking, because everything you say will be spoken, will be into existence if you speak it. But if you don't speak it, then you'll never see it. It'll never exist to you. I don't like. I be here. You know, I'm new to the panels and stuff, man. But so I'm like probably like a week. You know what I'm saying? But I be seeing like, you know, a lot of this stuff I don't get to see that y'all see that I hear. You know what I mean? Because I don't speak it.
Yeah. No doubt, man. Appreciate the words, Ron Mac. Love, man. You have a good night, bro. We will definitely holler at you.
Much love, y'all. Be blessed, be careful, y'all. Israel Mills, Be Magic, Standing Man, JD745. We are through the wire. Through the wire.
So is how you using that video, that short? You gonna put it in your montage, your video montage, or how you using it?
Yeah, I probably will put it in my video montage, like when I open for my opener. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Okay.
I'll probably do that.
All right. I'll be looking for it.
Yeah, no doubt. I just gotta make sure
Yeah,
I can rip it, but you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Okay.
wait, go ahead. I'll go next. Yo, shout out to JD 1975, to my man Stan, to Ronnie Mack, and my man B Magic. Yo, I appreciate y'all, brothers. Salute to everybody in the chat. Y'all, man, just keep grinding, keep your head up, keep doing your thing, man. Y'all will get there. Y'all will get there. Y'all will get there. We will get there. We will get there. We will get there. As
Already.
long as we continue to have
There we
each other
go.
back,
There we go.
continue to work together, continue to look out for each other, we're gonna be all right, you know?
Yeah, I see it. I already see it coming together, man. We doing
Yeah,
our thing in our
most
own
definitely.
rights. So
No doubt. It's just
Yo,
you know.
before you get off, we good for Tuesday? For the call again this Tuesday.
Yeah, God willing, if y'all down, I'm good for it. Yo, I'll probably be still doing the stream regular time, even though it's Martin Luther the King birthday. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do a little something on his last speech. You know what I'm saying? But you know how I do. It's gonna be exciting, and we're gonna learn a lot. Have some bars and some jewels. So you know, y'all check it out tomorrow, God willing.
That's what's up.
Man, please. You ain't never met Martin Luther the King.
Man, I know,
Martin
man. You
Luther
ain't
the
gonna tell me. He
King.
came up there, he punched me on the chest. I said, "Oh, what's up, Martin Luther King?"
You ain't
There you
never.
go. There you go. Every time we talk about boxing, you got to bring up Rocky Marciano.
That's day one. That's day one.
okay.
I did meet Martin Luther King.
Beat
What you mean? I
Lucy
did mean. I was in the thing, and he punched me. I said, "Oh, that's Martin Luther King." Y'all be easy, man. Please.
Oh, what do you know from funny? All of that.
Aha. Aha. Aha.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, man, definitely,
Bro.
man. Salute, man.
Another dope one for the books,
Yo,
man. That's
whoever's
all I can
next.
say. Another dope one. Another
Definitely,
dope
man.
one for the books, man. I enjoyed myself, and hey, shout out and salute to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all have a good night. Everybody be safe, and catch you on the next one. Hold it down, B Magic. JD.
I appreciate you, man.
All right.
Definitely, man. Appreciate y'all. Be Magic, anything? I know you keep it short and sweet. You like the Russell Simmons of the crew.
It's something we was tiptoeing towards that we really didn't get in depth with, but y'all kind of talked about it, about like ancestral energy, something that probably is passed down probably since the first creation of humans, how we have this energy. I would like to have a panel where we talk about how deep that energy is and how you know what I'm saying, how connected we are to our ancestors, because I think that that's something that we done lost track of too. How, you know, your great grandmother or your great grandfather, you have aspects of them, and you will always have those aspects. And every time you have a new lineage, it gets transferred. It does. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I keep that in mind, man. You know, I'm being old school. I'm trying to write everything down, man. So definitely, man. We will definitely put something together, and like I said, we got to make sure we have the sisters up here too engaged in it, because some of them are very deeply rooted and can explain it, for lack of a better word, a little bit better according to their lineage. So definitely looking forward to having that discussion, man.
Yeah. The portal is important. Yeah.
The portal is important. Yeah, facts.
Yep.
All right, B Magic, give your family I love, man. Definitely, man. We'll holler at you on the next go round. I'll definitely be doing it. Yeah, definitely, man.
Y'all have a good
morning.
morning.
I'll keep everything posted.
Yep.
All right, you too as well. Peace. Yo, y'all. So we had a very deep conversation. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. We rocked out for 3 hours today. And always remember, when you talk the talk meets walk the walk. And shout out to everybody that contributed. My man, who else contributed today? Israel Mills, Stanley Wright, my man Ron Mack, man. Definitely appreciate those that hit the Cash App. Thank you all that like, share, and subscribe. Also, those that share this. I understand. I was looking at my algorithm. Thank y'all for being on the replay game. Definitely just want to give y'all something. My man Troll with the Show, appreciate the shout out to as well. My man Big Dog Barking, all the good people that are sometimes a little bit sleepier during the day, sleep during this time. They'll get the replay game. So I definitely appreciate all of them. For those that are out there in this cold, man, y'all take care of yourselves. Like I said, where we are, it's like 20 degrees, 19 actually. So definitely, man, y'all do what y'all have to do to stay warm. Kerosene heater, electrical heaters, man, and be prepared to protect and provide for your family as always. Look, we love y'all, man. Y'all make sure that y'all stay safe. Looking forward to Corey Love show in the morning. So we got to make sure that when you get up in the morning, tune in to Corey Love. I'm pretty sure he's going to have something, followed by Israel Mills for your lunchtime. Corey serving up breakfast, hot and fresh and ready. Izzy Bands, Israel Mills will be the lunchtime. Stanley D. Rock, the block from the Slapper Joe tribe, is serving up that good dinner. And of course, I do the nightcap. So this is where we are. Look, thank y'all for tuning in to Through the Wire. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for much love and respect. We're just here to bring what we bring, man. And the time is now. There's an awakening of not only myself and my family, but there's an awakening in you. There's something special inside of you. There's something in you that the world needs to know. And that's my words, man. There's something great inside of you. Great quote from Les Brown. So look, y'all have a good night. We'll look forward to seeing y'all next time. And we're going to holler at you later. Peace.
Thank you.